Eberronians.
Still
working on the fan's name.
The hazardous homies.
Hazard homies.
No, that one's for the degenerates.
It's a gender neutral term.
It is.
You can start the
recap
as I message.
Alrighty, so last time in the adventures of the Eberron party, yet to be named, Mondo decided everybody needed a little bit of a reprieve, from bouncing back and forth between the desert and the ruined, now restored Sharn. Fighting stuff and getting all grimy and then all of that. It really wears on you. So he decided to show everybody around the tropical island that he called home as a young elven individual. Anyway, they encountered a Oni on the path to Utumbo.
Yep.
The elf blacksmith, who was an old friend of Mondo. They decided to ask him to craft some armor for Ivan, their new champion, and it's seemingly underway. After that, they made their way to a beautiful black sand beach in order to fight a rogue jellyfish. Ivan caught the worst of it. And then
poor Ivan!
Debated whether or not to go spelunking or up to the volcano. After deciding to head towards the volcano, that is where we will start our session off. There were 3 different paths ahead of you. A rocky cliff face, a path around the beach. You could walk the coast until you find another area to move forward, or you could head back up to Mondo's brothers. Oh wait, did you guys?
I'll jog your memory right quick. So the phrase, "All right, I'll come with you, but your champion has to carry my sword."
Ah, your brother. Yeah.
So we were like in his front yard.
Yep.
And he was getting off his bullshit business attire, and I don't know, maybe putting on some long johns. I haven't seen him in 20 years, so I don't know what he wears these days. His style might have changed.
He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, similar to the Oni?
It's the exact same one.
Oh.
The Oni appears to have copied your brother's wardrobe for his attire.
Okay.
Okay.
Good fashion sense. Even a demon appreciates it.
And we saw it in a gift shop or somewhere too, didn't we?
He was on his way back to get the glaive.
No, I could have swore we saw a replicate of that shirt, and then we talked to somebody about them, and they said my parents were mass-produced. I don't know. I might have just been really stoned.
That was probably
it.
I don't remember any of that.
I was just making sure that was a fever dream.
Alright, so heading away from Mondo's younger brother's house, I guess you guys are letting him lead the way to the volcano, or would you like to?
Wait. We're back with
Right outside my brother's
Rondo. Whatever his name. Your brother.
Blair. Caliciate.
Blair. So we still have to go take out those bears, right? Or do you think that was the tortoise was the? Do you truly think that the tortoise was the actual enemy that was causing all of this, or should we still check the cave? Because honestly, I want to check the cave out.
Well, we do still have a couple of days. We can go check out the cave.
Okay. We still have a few more days.
We can do whatever you would like. If you want to turn back and we go do something else instead.
I forgot that we.
Utumbo did tell you guys that he could have the armor done in 2 days.
I requested him not fast pass it.
Okay.
Because we didn't want any imperfect. I didn't want a single acidic scuff mark on the bottom of his boot. This shit has to be unpopped marked all the way through.
All right. Okay. So what's
Okay.
the plan?
I mean, since we're already en route to the... Ivan, what do you want to do? You said that your biggest goal was to go up to the volcano, and then you got really excited when Rattle drew that picture of the manta ray.
And then I got this awesome cloak, and then I'm just so
And
I sway like a
He's
manta
still
ray.
wearing the Mariner's armor, isn't he?
He is. Being a manta ray would be really cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's more to that volcano. I don't know.
You wanna?
Do you guys want to go swimming or hiking?
We're still like, wait, is this the morning after, or what time of day is this?
You guys raided Blair's kitchen for lunch, I believe.
Oh, okay, so it's
Sure,
still
we
midday.
did.
Okay.
He cooked for us, actually. We didn't even have to raid it.
He's like, on me this time.
Yeah. I gave
Okay.
him 2 platinum, which, I mean, to him is piss, but...
Well, your brother doesn't live the same sort of lifestyle your parents do.
That's true. Me and him are a lot more disconnected than... Oh, God, they're so pompous.
Maybe, I mean, 3 different paths. I kind of want to check out the volcano too, because we did get our fair share of swimming this morning, and I'd like to try out the bits, but
That is
carefully near the hot rocks.
Wrath.
Yeah, volcano.
All right.
Minutes is settled.
Okay.
Oh, and I look at Blair and I get like giddy. This is what we've been waiting years for.
Bentley barks, "Let's go!"
Good boy.
Attaboy.
We just
Absolute pat, like pats from everybody. He's getting like gang patted right now.
Good boy. New word. I'm starting to like get a better connection with him since I actually spoke with him in his language,
Yeah.
but now he's learning our language. So I'm like, put out kitty cat. Kitty cat baby.
All right. You guys start making your way over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pull up the centric map real quick.
Oh, and I looked at it distance-wise. We're not the farthest. We're actually not all that far from the Dagger River when you look at it on a map. I mean, it's not like we're really close, but we're not as far as other places in this
You
continent.
guys are here.
Yeah, here, and then the Dagger's right there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of places that are
I mean,
significantly...
that's about a third of the planet away.
Yeah. Potato, you know. We sailed that on a ship. Which sea did we come from on the ship? Are we in a whole different sea?
You guys came from the Thunder Sea.
Oh.
So basically, the way the boat went, it picked up Rakshata in Sarlona, and then Rattle was. Wait, Rattle got off the boat with you guys, right?
We all
Yeah.
got off the boat at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're currently in the Barren Sea. Correct?
Yes, that is correct. So after it left Sarlona, it stopped in Eberron, which I believe Rattle may have been there for whatever reason, and then in Zendrick, and then made a brief pit stop at the island because your parents are, having stuff shipped in for the resort and stuff. Picked up Mondo, or Mondo was a stowaway. One of the two.
That makes sense.
Mondo went because he got broke. So the only negative with his parents is they gave him all that money to go do something, like, I don't know, start a business, to pursue further education beyond his wizardly college. And it never made it, and he went broke. So he had to find a job.
That makes sense.
Well, adventuring is certainly a job.
Yeah.
You guys have a pretty good bit of money between you. I'd say it's about... What was Blair's voice again? It's about half a day's walk from here.
Oh, so we can make it. We can make it to the top by sundown and see the sunset. And I'm just like looking expectantly at all of you.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Are we gonna do it Rakshata style? I'm feeling a little nimble.
We'll do it however style you want to.
Okay. I still have my. I still have my shield. No. Yeah, I re-equipped it when we got back on the beach. Okay. I'm gonna use my shield, and I'm gonna put it on my back, and I'm gonna motion towards Berg, or Ivan, or Mondo. I'm just gonna be like, whoever wants to get on.
I push past Berg and Ivan. And I'm like, it's actually been a good while for me. Thank you. I climb up.
You have wings.
Berg, are you coming up too or not? If I'm going to fasten this, you also have to be fastened.
Fine.
Come on now. And I cradle him, and I do the knots. Because if he's too low, he'll get choked. But if he's too high, he's a very particular little halfling.
He's like it's like a toddler that Mondo is holding and strapping to him.
Absolutely. It's kind of like, I have to make sure that he's all. It's a thing. I imagine it's degrading for him a little bit, but once it's all put together.
I mean, it works.
Blair's
If it
looking
works,
around,
it works.
confused, like, what?
This is normal.
Yeah,
This is the crew your brother hangs out with, and we're awesome. And then, as everyone is fastened in, I say, "Sorry, Rattle," and then I click my boots of haste, and I go off running on all fours.
Athletics.
And as she's bolting off, I look at Ivan and I'm like, "Pick him up. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah,
Obviously,
yes,
this
sir,
is a
yes,
race. It's always a race. She is trying to show you."
So Ivan's gonna quickly
Just scoop, rattle up without consent or anything. Just, hiya.
I thought you were pointing at Blair.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, Blair! He's left in the dust.
Blair was about to do it.
No, I mean I thought you were pointing at Ivan to pick up Blair.
Whoever he picks, whatever he picks up first, he's always got to know that everything's a competition.
I guess he just tries to scoop up Rattle and
Both
Blair at
of
the
them.
same time.
Ivan, my boy.
Nice.
There's a way he could pull it off, but I don't imagine it's going to be the way he tries to do it.
All right, guys.
Come
Just
on.
pick my good roll. All right. +2, +2, +2. Nat 20. First roll. Heck yeah.
Roll again.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ivan runs up behind Rattle and Blair and tries to scoop them both up onto his shoulders. Rattle, spooked, just sort of slips out the back and rolls back up onto his feet. Blair is like kicking and screaming because he didn't see this coming. And punches Ivan in the face.
What? Hang on. Hold up.
Blair.
Friendly race up mountaintop. Volcano top.
Friendly, my brother just punched my fucking champion.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, what's even funnier is the second roll.
He's like, fine, damn, and just takes off after Rockshall. Okay.
Blair does?
No,
Ivan.
Ivan. 30, 20, and an 8. So, Ivan's, I mean, you are deep in the woods at this point.
Yeah.
You're running through very quickly with Berg and Mondo, just having to like duck past stuff hanging down off the trees. You eventually come to a trail. It's got most of the foliage cleared out, but there's a bit of a canopy where the trees from either side are sort of growing overhead. Just barely through the branches, you can see the volcano from here.
Like, distance-wise, how far do you think? Like, are we looking at it like through a clearing, or we just barely see it?
I mean, you guys can see it through the trees, but it's pretty far off out there.
Okay.
Can't see that frames.
Does it seem to be producing smoke at the moment?
No. mean, you made it really far, but you got winded. And that's
Okay,
a
I'm
heavy
just making-
shield.
I'm
You
just
got two people on it. It's kind of bowing your back a little bit.
Who else was on my back?
Berg and Mondo.
That's what I thought. 'Cause I thought Flair punched Berg in the face.
Collectively 150 pounds on the back of your shield,
Yeah.
probably.
Berg is like 20.
Yeah.
He weighs more than that.
He does.
No,
but
E.
it was just.
E.
But
E.
Oh.
I would imagine the average halfling probably weighs about 50 to 60 pounds.
It was just low going because he's
No.
on the smaller side
Yeah.
of even halflings
Right.
are, but being that size and having his leather armor and all of his knives and all of that, his backpack, he's a good 50, 60.
Yeah, and his image bulks him out a little bit. The aura he carries with him.
Yep. Okay, so we're just looking at the canopy of trees.
I guess we.
Holy
definitely-
crap, Mondo! You grew up here. You've never been there.
I was never magically or physically strong enough to get up it.
Oh well, you're welcome. Let's keep going.
Well-
But should we wait up for the boys?
I don't know if this is a place that we necessarily want to get the split up.
Okay, so we should.
There's a
wait
lot of
then.
things in this area more to worry about than just bastard crabs and bastard jellyfish. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay, so we're just taking a breather right here in this
Yeah,
little area.
You guys are waiting for about 10 minutes.
I make sure to look for ants because we're standing in the same place for a long time.
Should
Even though I'm on.
Investigation.
I was gonna. Yeah, I want to investigate for I don't know, exotic plants.
I mean, an 11.
11. You
Plus
see a
one, plus
small
one.
ant hill right beside a tree. There's a little string of ants.
Got 12.
It's like maybe, I don't know, 6, 7 feet away from you. You don't see any walking this way.
I stay vigilant.
I got a 12.
You got a 12?
Mm-hmm.
You see a pretty nice, it looks just like a bundle of leaves at first, but it's a forest green flower. And the petals are sort of shaped like regular leaves, but there's a small yellow stem coming out of the center of it.
Aww. It's a green forest flower. Okay.
I just love the image of us on the back of the shield and her just picking up something and then all the blood running to me and Berg's heads. We're like, oh, what'd you find there?
I decided to pick it.
Okay, you do.
Look. I'm gonna sniff it.
Okay.
Anything, DM.
Smells sort of familiar.
Is it bad or good?
It smells familiar.
Is it the... Wait a second.
Roll a history check.
Hold on a second.
Same ingredient in Mondos perfume. Thank you
No.
for noticing.
Liquid ingredients, I like that.
Prestidigitation.
Bottle it. Wait. History. Plus one. Ooh, 9.
9. You can't quite put your finger on it.
Ugh, Mondo, smell this flower.
Right.
It smells
I just
similar to something I've smelled before.
I give it a little.
History.
Oh yeah, 21.
Oh,
A 6 comes in handy.
Sure enough, it smells like this may be one ingredient, if not the base ingredient of the incense.
I knew it! I knew it! Alrighty. What does it smell like to you? Does it... Was it...
I just do a long. This must be one of the ingredients of the potpourri we are very big fan of.
Oh, that's what... Oh,
Or
okay.
do you see any more, and if you could stand upright really quick, that would be very helpful.
Oh,
for me
okay.
and-
Okay, here you go. I'd let them dismount.
Okay. Everybody's back on their feet. Couple minutes go by while you guys are looking for more of those flowers. Ivan and Blair make their way out of the woods onto the trail. Nature, because I assume you're both looking for the flowers.
Yep.
Oh, you know,
Plus
another 11.
1. Ooh, 18.
18.
Sophia.
You find 7 of the smaller flowers. Those they look young and not fully grown yet. You find 5.
7. So it makes 8 for me. Good.
Does it have a name, Tia?
At the moment,
TBD.
Gotcha.
more like
Cool.
THC.
Alrighty then. I take one more long sniff, and then I get on. I guess I'm ready to get going again. I've been recharged in a way.
Everybody's made their way here now?
Yeah, Ivan and Blair are there.
Nice.
Family's walking with Ivan.
Oh, so they just watch us furiously sniffing flowers.
Blair's still got the same confused look on his face.
You didn't say rattle. Now I'm concerned.
Oh, rattle. Yes.
Yeah.
I assume
Yeah, I
you
was
were
waiting.
following suit.
Yes.
Okay.
I was expecting to find something.
Right.
I hand Rattle one of the flowers just to have him try and sniff, just in case he wants to, feel like that. I gesture like, was Rattle on the train with us when we met Humpton Frapple? Grampton?
Yep, everybody made their way into the VIP room.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like give a motion of that dragging across like the sand and emulating and showing the green, so he kind of like knows what it is, kind of.
Performance.
Sweet.
It's okay, I can understand English.
I just want to do it because bird person. That's an 11.
Boom.
Rakshada's just drawing stuff in the sand.
Yep.
And you-
It's like you're in the club trying to
You
motion somebody you want to do coke in the bathroom. You're like,
you just take the flower from her and walk the other direction.
Yeah, Rattle's just gonna look at it
Yeah.
and then just kind of fasten it behind some feathers.
Nice.
Aw. Looks lovely.
Perception.
oh, not my strong.
Here we are.
Oh, definitely not a 7.
Persepi? +5. I got this. Dirt 20. Dirt 20.
Okay.
Even though I'm technically baked in the game.
No.
Because I sniffed the flower.
That's like
No,
the
you
equivalent
just-
of sniffing a marijuana leaf.
Oh, I guess. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, did you roll?
Yeah, 16.
16? Okay. You, well, you guys are just sort of walking and talking down the trail. You both end up looking through the canopy towards the sky at the same time. And there's just this flash of shiny light. And then it's gone. It was pretty high in the air. It was flying in the same direction you're traveling. And then there's a sort of small breeze following. You only feel the breeze.
Oh, yes. See, this is why I love being here at this time of year. The beautiful breeze.
Okay. I look at Brad and I'm like, did you see that? It seems like it's going in the same direction as us, and that's really, really bright, but not in a fun way.
Rattle's just staring up at the sky like,
I nudged Mondo. there was a crazy flash of light that way as you were admiring your landscape. I understand reminiscing and all of it, but that was something really bright in the sky, and it's going in the same direction as us. I'm not sure if it's good or bad.
See,
It was also very, very fast.
Oh yes.
Just want to put that out.
Hi.
they're trying to steal our spot on the volcano, and this will not do, and we must make haste.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Wait, and then I stop, and I look at Ivan, and I see, like, the little bit of bruising, and I'm like, my boy, did you run into a tree?
Yeah, it's nothing. I'm fine. You know how clumsy I get.
No, my boy. Well, yes, you must be more careful.
All right.
Yes, Sensei. Ivan is going to scoop Mondo up this time.
Nice.
And
Alright.
Blair's going to take Mondo's spot on Rockshot's back.
I drop him. No, it's Vackle's turn because he's still. And I'm a gesture towards Rattle.
Look at my
who's
brother
still...
on the ground. See, you guys, that is the. You remember when we were kids, you were not very good with communicating.
No, I wasn't.
You didn't even ask. You're a stranger to me. These are my friends.
I'm sorry.
I gestured.
Somebody tried to scoop you.
I scoop Rattle up, who's still clearly enamored by the light in the sky. So, and then I click my boots to face again, and then we swing.
Ivan
Cheater,
sets up in his
fucking
sprinter's pose. Okay, just one more athletics from you. Ivan's gonna do one, and try and think of a rude gesture you want to show your brother as you guys take off.
Is he gonna at least try to sprint to say
Yeah,
goodbye?
I mean he's gonna try and run.
I want to see how
behind
good
you
he
guys.
does first. That's how I'll gauge the gesture.
All right. What'd you get?
5.
5. Okay. You and Ivan are, you guys are running at a decent pace, but you're sort of keeping in line with each other just in case there's anything nearby to be wary of.
Okay.
I guess I would just roll for Blair with a straight 0, just a straight D20 roll. I mean,
He's a level 1 businessman. I mean,
oh my god.
don't tell me he natural 20.
No, but he rolled way better than Ivan and Rakshata.
What? No, this will not do.
Absolutely unacceptable.
So he's
do.
pushing himself hard. You guys can see it in his face. Rakshata, you're not winded at all. Ivan, he's fine. He could do this for days. But
I'm upright this time.
Blair is keeping up with you guys, but he's already beat. He's the whole way.
Ivan? Or who?
Blair.
Blair.
Yeah.
I'm just to because we all have our tricks. I'm gonna try to just use my wings to flutter up as much as I can to take pressure off of Ivan to make it a more.
Ivan feels a lot better. He's moving a little bit quicker now with less weight to deal with. So I'm gonna say those are the roles for the few hours ahead. If there's anything you guys want to do or look for specifically while you're making that journey, go ahead and speak your piece.
So, can you describe like the area where, like the clearing we're in? Are we?
You're not in a clearing. You guys
We're just in the
you
woods.
guys
I
are
mean,
all
the jungle.
keeping together as a group, running at the same pace.
Oh, okay.
It's a comfortable pace. You're
Oh,
not getting
okay.
winded or anything yet.
So we can do perceptions if wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you want to, or if you want to look for anything.
That was a good point too. Are we currently in jungle terrain at the moment?
It's more like temperate forest,
Okay.
sort of.
Still a break from the norm.
At the elevation that you guys are at, it's a bit cooler in this spot in the woods. Looking ahead, you guys have trees on both sides. You're on a beaten down path. It looks used relatively often, but the area ahead of you, you can see it's a very hilly area. The trail goes down, and then after a good 2-3 miles, it comes back and up another hill, on and on until it starts just heading upwards to where the volcano is.
So we make it to the edge. Well, I would like to do a perception check, just to see if there's like anything around us. Perhaps food, fruit, maybe. Fruit
Be specific.
I'm looking for tropical fruit trees in this
Alright, nature.
area. So +2.
Oh no.
You know what it was.
All these stupid plants look the same.
Ah!
Nerves.
And then I
They
threw
can't
it and
even
rolled a
walk.
17.
Weak ass plants.
Ah! So frustrated. They all look the same. I have different eye correlations in my colors vision, and it all looks different. I'm better at night.
Do you have the stream pulled up or something?
Yes, I got it right
I
here.
can't deal with the echo.
Well, sorry. I was just trying to make sure we have a good audio. But anyway, Rakshada wasn't done with her rant about plants.
Continue, by all means.
Plant rant.
Do you guys see anything? Are these any like medicinal things? Mondo, have you seen these plants before? Or what's poisonous and not?
Before you get into that, this is what you guys are checking for as individuals over this period of time. So I'm going to let them do their checks
Okay.
before there's any banter.
But then I can
That's
still
fine.
come back around. And
Yeah,
bring us
you
in.
can loop back around.
Okay.
Rad, would you like to go first?
I would like to look for, I guess I would just, maybe like at the top of the volcano, just like the general direction where that,
The
light
thing was
went.
flying?
Yeah.
Perception.
13.
13. With the angle that you've got on the volcano right now, and the canopy sort of in your way still, you're not able to make out much of anything on it. The rocky cliff face, not cliff face, but the side of the volcano seems to sort of have some growth, like it hasn't been active for a long time, but it's mostly treacherous rocky terrain. That's about all you get.
Great. Okay. Where's Polly? Can we just leave her back at the shack?
Why does she keep doing that? We keep doing these open invites, and she's just like, I got plans.
Polly and her potions. I
We're trying to
suppose.
play matchmaker, and she's just like, We're gonna have to start leaving Ivan behind so we can get time
No,
to Polly, but we're not doing that.
She's a businesswoman. You can't blame her.
Ivan, she's in a possible, maybe flirtatious early stages of a relationship with Ivan. You don't need to work if you're with an adventurer.
Maybe, but you also have to worry about dying a lot more.
She makes the potions. She can make health potions. She'll keep herself alive.
We could hire her as Polly's personal.
Oh, like an alchemist? Mondo! This is just like casual banter.
Yeah.
Talk about Polly.
Okay.
Could you make an alchemy lab in the mansion for Polly? Or would the potions not exist after they exit?
She brought the ingredients in,
Yeah.
she'd be able to.
There are ways. I've had. I don't know if you have met Scribe Mondo. He is a very intelligent man. You should actually take some time and sit and talk with him sometime.
Oh, Scribe. He looks at me real.
What's up, Taurus? Thanks for joining the stream.
What's up?
Hola. I mean, hey there. Yep, we're in it.
But yeah, like I've used my own book, and I had him copy something from a non-material book from inside of the mansion, and it still exists. I just had to use my own quill, my own ink, and my own journal. You know,
Okay.
the people who serve us within the mansion are extremely capable. They are just, I don't know. We got attacked in the mansion somehow. Don't expect them to offer us much aid. But
okay.
they will do what they can to serve us, you know. And it seems like how kind we are to them, even though they may or may not be real by whoever's standards. It seems like they're happy, and I don't really, I don't know what that means for beings like them, but
Happy in a creepy way. Anyway, I was just curious because I feel like she could be a good asset, but like I said, matchmaking, I like that idea.
yeah, absolutely.
All in earshot of
Oh,
Ivan.
Ivan, yeah.
Ivan's just like, stop.
Guys, come on, man.
You, technically, you are our, what is it,
Champion?
progeny in a way. You will pass our techniques
think
down
you
to your
mean-
children.
I think you mean prodigy.
Oh.
Progeny means children.
Th-
Prodigy means.
I mean, there's a
That's
lot
the-
of
that's the
words we could
thing.
use for Ivan.
But we've called it.
He's our
he's
son.
sin-
He's our
sin-
mente.
Yeah.
Minty.
Mentee.
Yes. He's like family, kind of, in a way. So, I want you to be happy, son.
Ivan's blushing with his head down.
But get this
Let's see
straight.
if he doesn't.
I'm more of an aunt.
boy.
I'm more of an aunt than a son. My nephew, Mondo, is not. No.
No, absolutely.
With a 18, Ivan is running with his head down just fine.
Yeah.
He's seeing like subtle cues in the ground, like where tree roots start, and just moves to the side. All that. He's doing good. Still very embarrassed.
Oh.
Hiding your emotions is not a part of your training.
But it's a part of me, Sensei.
It is a part of all of us at some point. That is okay.
Okay. So, wait, did Rattle see anything at the cliff? Okay. And now it's Mondo's turn. I'm gonna.
I guess an investigation style check for anything that is different from the, like on the ground, anything that shines or glimmers. I'm almost doing a rock shadow style check to see what gleams and blinds.
Anything shiny?
Anything shiny or something that sticks out, like or even like a shiny green or like of a mango or something, just different in the terrain.
Okay. Roll investigation.
You got this, Mondo.
Come on. 6.
No!
6. The further you get towards the end of the like 2.5 hours that you guys have been running, the trail starts to have sort of speckled larger pieces of obsidian and igneous rock.
Cool.
Igneous, you say?
I like it. Okay, so how I like scuttle my way over towards Mondo and see what he's checking out. How steep is it just a pile of this like smaller pieces of obsidian?
Yep.
And then like the mountain start? I mean,
No,
not
you
the
guys
mountain,
are
volcanoes.
not. You guys are not
Oh, okay.
at the volcano.
Would you gauge we were halfway?
It was a half day's travel, so this is the first 2.5 hours.
Oh, so we're probably gonna have to camp out at some point.
At some point, yeah. It's later in the day at this point. You guys had lunch and talked for a while. I'd say it's about 4, 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, we're rock shot. We might not make it till sunset, but if we plan our time right, we can make it to sunrise.
Blair looks over at you. We have to camp.
Oh.
I give him like a hard rock shot and a paladin like har pat slap. Oh buddy, you don't know what you're in for, do you? When's the last time you camped out?
What was it, a century ago, brother? A little more?
Before you left.
Yeah. You can handle it, brother. You're not the... when I first set off and had to sleep on that nasty-ass, lice-infested hammock with a bunch of people that I didn't know on the ship, I, too, thought I was too pompous for different styles of living. But I've come to overcome that. And now we live in the magical mansion. Yada.
I knew it was coming.
Uh,
Mansion.
But tonight it does not come out.
Nope, we're buffing it.
Okay.
But it's not too bad.
Do you guys have food?
Let's see. I think
You know,
we've got
I got you. You know, for my brother, only the best. I pull out a sachet of lizard jerky.
Yeah. Alright. Takes the lizard.
Oh.
Takes a big whiff of the pouch, expecting it to be some like ambrosia type food. Puts it up. Oh,
Were you
Nothing.
expecting my pocket caviar, brother?
Oh, brother.
Roxana's just horse laughing like did we eat all the mackerel that I caught? Because I got 4.5 pounds. I can't remember how much we had.
We have
You guys-
so many apples.
You
I
guys-
feel bad.
Oh.
You used all of the fish that you had as bait when
Oh.
Rockshot and Mondo were fishing.
That's right.
We yeah. No, I don't
Unsuccessfully.
think we have any meat from when we
I still have
start, or not like no meat at all, but at least the meat from when we came off the ship.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got 3.
If
I've
you
got
still
3
had it in
It
your
would be
inventory,
disgusting.
yes.
I'm gonna pull out some apples because it's time to chow down.
Yeah, I've got 3 apples also.
Let me look because this is ridiculous. I have 15 apples,
Oh, we already ate the gopher.
so I'm gonna do. I'm just hand Blair 4 apples. I'm like, these came from another continent.
He takes 2 of them, puts them in his small pack that he managed to grab before taking off after you guys, and then he just starts, munching down on one of them.
I give the other 2 to Ivan. You want a little? Remember something from the orchard?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Um,
do you have? Go ahead.
No, it's
I hand 1.5 of my apples to Rattle, and then I eat 1.5 because I have 3 apples. So that's all.
And Mondo turns to y'all. I have plenty more apples if anyone absolutely gets
okay.
hungry at all.
Okay.
I have a significant amount of apples.
Everybody chows down. The apples are delicious. The natural sugars definitely, you feel empowered in a way.
Do we all get like that little mini flashback to Greg?
Aw.
Sure, if everybody would like to remember Greg at this moment.
I mean, having one of Greg's apples, how could you not? Right?
I'm just like Rakshata is just eating the apple and like sniffling.
And you
I
guys
wonder-
remember how kind he was to mention that whenever you were in the area of Sharn, if you wanted to go back to the orchard to pick a few apples, that was available.
But Rakshata's not thinking about Greg. She's thinking about Nina.
Oh.
Yeah. I think for like just totally out of game players, DM everything. I think we have done more to be heroes to that family in particular than anybody else in all of Eberron so far.
Yes. I think so too.
We love those guys.
I love
Ivan
them
might
so
be
much.
y'all's champion, but you guys are their champions.
Aw. We chose the good path.
We did.
Is it still daylight after I finish my apple?
Absolutely.
Okay, can I try to hunt for anything in the woods?
You sure can.
That would be nature, right? Where's my
I'm gonna have you roll perception.
Okay. What-a-doop. Oh, that's a 12. What was the mom's name?
We always forget.
Aldrada.
Aldreda. I was thinking Ophelia because of Claymore.
Mhm.
Not a sponsor, but an awesome anime. If you ever want to watch it. Especially right now during spooky season. Very gory.
you trying to be quiet?
I'm a cat. I'm an agile cat. Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're always a quiet cat.
In your chainmail, clanking together.
Just 1 second. All right. I need you to roll stealth if you're trying to do this sneakily.
+3. 15.
Did any of you go with her?
If I see you're just randomly walking off the straight of the path, I'll strap myself in.
Okay. So onto the shield?
Just to make sure that nothing sneaks up on her behind.
Okay. Roll again.
For
Disadvantage.
It's 15 again.
Wow.
It was
nice.
meant to be.
All right. You're making your way through pretty quietly, and
18. So I rolled 15, so 15.
you're staying low. Mondo's staying low. He's kind of grabbing the front of the shield and keeping himself down. You're avoiding any dead leaves on the forest floor, and just past a couple of trees, you manage to see a horse.
I start tapping her, and I like to get really close to her. And I literally start sliding down on her, on her fur all the way down to her hands, and I start tapping her ring, and I'm
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just like, I was kind of hungry, but okay.
unless you will kill this.
No, it's a.
What does the horse look? What's the color palette? What are we looking at?
I don't know what. No, not that I don't know. I've got an image of it in my head. I just how calico cats are spotted. I don't know if that would be the term for that same pattern on a horse.
There's no reason it couldn't be for this example.
Okay, so it's like a calico horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It looks like a mare. It's got brown and black splotches on its coat, and a brown stripe down its schnoz.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and talk to it. I mean, I don't have to use the Ring of Animal Influence because I've already got Speak with Animals always.
You have to cast it.
Well, I mean, no,
Is
it's
it
it's
an ability?
yes.
If it's an ability, then you have to activate the ability. You need to specify these things, or you're just going to be talking to a horse
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Kick.
Oh no.
They actually do. The average horse does 1d6 plus 4 kicks. I mean, don't fuck with a horse.
Yeah, it is a spell. Well. Yep.
Use your spell slot to cast it,
Boop.
if that's what you want to
It's
do.
only for souls. Yeah. Oop. Oh wait.
It's 2d4 plus 3.
What, for the draft horse?
No, it's riding horse.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
it's
this
only
would
one spell.
there's not a wild horse stat block, is there?
No, there's different types of horse. So you have your draft horse, riding horse.
War horse, pony.
I didn't know what. In the heat of the moment, Rockshada doesn't know what to say to this horse. How far are we from it?
I didn't specify that. You're about 20 feet.
I'm gonna stand up straight like a humanoid
Roll a
and
dexterity
slowly.
check.
Wait, he already rolled off my back.
No, he slid down to your hands
Oh.
so he could tap the back of your
yeah.
palm.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a solid... Oh, I thought that was a regular 7.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
So,
You do this back somersault quietly down.
oh my
Up,
god.
land up on your feet. You're good.
wing. They're just like lightly flutter down because they're just silent.
It's a perfect dismount.
Rock shot is.
I try to tuck my wings in and I just like crouch around a tree looking at the horse just in awe.
It's majestic.
Scared to move.
Okay. Hey there. Cause you like hay. Hi.
Good one.
Hi. I was afraid to approach you.
I'm
Because-
still afraid of you.
Don't. I'm not here to harm you. I promise. And I like hold my hands up like this, with my claws not.
Not out.
I look at
retracted.
Rockshot holding her hands up like a victim. I'm like, are we being robbed?
No. I just should. Mondo. My friend, considering that I'm an animal person as well, I have the ability to speak in our language, the ways of the animals. And my friend, he's in the bushes because he thinks you're very majestic, and I believe his intentions were to like pet you or something, but he didn't specify. And I just wanted to. We were just wondering if we could admire your nice coat. I see you take good care of yourself, and I gesture towards his mane and tail. Not a sponsor. Oh God, are you carried
Not a sponsor. Roll persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, before that. Do you have any food?
Oh,
I wish I did.
my friend does. He has apples.
Apples.
Yes, he does.
Roll with advantage.
Yes. 23 and 16.
Alright, so this horse is looking at you expectantly.
Oh my God.
Where is he?
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. And then I gesture for Mondo to come out of the woods.
I do. I just want to mention listening to Rockshot a neigh is extremely unsettling. I'll just gotta put that out there. It's like just hiding in the bushes and you just hear like your buddy neighing. Like, oh dear God. So I walk out. You said what again?
He's hungry.
Oh,
And
oh
and
God,
it's
he's
and yes, and
oh
I might
God, and
if
I
you
run
give
it-
no, wait, no,
I don't run
don't,
towards him. I
don't.
run out into the middle of the area and I just start pulling apples out. I pull all 10 that I have left. I'm just placing them, and I want to slowly back away.
No.
from the apples.
You don't have to do that. I think it's like an exchange thing. You can pet. I told him you could pet him if he was nice and let you feed him.
The horse is already eating the apple.
Ah, okay. Well, this is your chance,
Yes,
and I'm still talking to the horse. My friend is going to pet you now, okay?
Wrong curve.
Walk up, chin to the side, very calmly, and just start petting.
A few minutes go by. While this is happening, is there anything that you're doing on the trail?
I'd actually would like to look for medicinal plants.
Go for it. Investigation.
I feel like this should be medicine. A cleric, right? Or is that when you're like in the act of using your medicine?
That's whenever you're like checking out creatures' vital signs or wound.
Okay.
10.
10. All of this, all of the flora in this area is completely unfamiliar. You've never really, seen a tropical/temperate forest. A lot of them look like they could be useful, but you don't know for what. So I'm just gonna say that you find a couple yellow flowers, red flower, and 3 small, about the size of your hand, fruit. Could be seeds, could be fruit.
Fruit question.
Yeah. are stroking the horse's back, and it's not moving, it's not backing away from you guys. It's eaten about 6 apples, and it looks happy. It let the other 4 sit there, and it just sort of laid down on its legs.
Oh.
You guys pet. How long does Speak with Animals last?
10 minutes.
I'm gonna say it's been about 4 minutes.
Okay. I'm just for the comic. I'm just envisioning how I'm gonna draw Mondo sliding down the front of Rock Shadow to furiously, quietly tap her hands and say, "Talk to it, talk to it, talk to it." So do you have? Since I'm still talking to the horse, what's your name, Mr. Horse? I mean, if you know that's what you're called.
Miss.
Mayor, sorry.
And I don't have a name.
Aww. Well, do you want a name?
Make it a good one.
I'm not tap on Mondo. She's gonna let us name her.
Oh dear. Oh goodness.
What are we
this
gonna?
is very.
Okay.
This
What
is,
She's speckled with different colors. Speckle's too childish. What do you think? She's quite nice.
I'm trying to think of back to Mondo's childhood. What desserts are most popular?
What about Daisy?
Oh,
I don't know. I mean,
well,
it's a simple
Wait.
horse name.
can I do a some sort of check to see if I can remember at any point in Mondo's history of living here if he ever heard the name of? Well, no, because you haven't came up with it yet. I was going to say the name of the flower we came into, but what's the name of the spice that we got? Did he tell us that? Did my uncle, great uncle Grampton?
No, he never told us what it was. He just gave it to us.
I mean, that's what it's called.
What?
It's
Greek.
incense.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
it's incense like our incense, but you can make the incense with different ingredients, and it's kind of like it's hard to describe what I'm thinking.
I get it.
But
Yeah.
it's
Well, I think Daisy sounds good.
Daisy was a really good starting point. I think.
So, have you ever? Since I'm still talking to your horse, Daisy. Have you ever eaten any flowers that were yellow in the middle with white petals?
no.
Oh, well, they're called daisies, and I think Daisy is a nice name for you. You are very sweet and gentle and kind and flow in the wind, just like your beautiful mane.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I like it.
Yay! Do you have a herd around here, or are you by yourself?
Scary spike tooth thing attacked my pack. I got separated.
Oh no. How far away did this happen? When did it happen?
A few days ago.
Mondo, she says she got separated from her herd,
That's,
and by a spiky mean thing.
Your name was getting a little more anxious. I could tell you were talking about something serious. Attacked by a spiky tooth thing. We recently killed a spiky tooth thing. I really, really hope those two things go hand in hand. Maybe any more details?
Does basic. What did it have? Did it have a colorful shirt on?
You have 2 minutes.
Yes, I know. Did it have any specific things on it besides being spiky and mean
It
looking?
had flowers on his shirt.
She says he had flowers on his shirt. It had to be the same thing.
I really, really hope so.
When was the last time you saw your pack? What direction?
4 days ago, back up the hills.
Okay. Well, if you go back the way we came, if you can follow our scent, you can go past and find that thing's dead. Okay? So you might be able to find your pack in that direction. Just follow the beach.
Okay.
I
Thank
give her two more apples from the ground, unless they're already eaten out.
She's full.
Oh, okay.
She
She
left
can't
before-
take any because she doesn't have
Yeah.
can't. She's got puss. Okay. Well, I give her a good pat, and it was really nice to meet you, Daisy. And I hope you find your family. And my friend had a really wonderful time petting you, and I did too. You're very majestic.
She stands up, sort of shakes her head, and then takes off.
Mondo's just like, because they're still leaning on her. I sent her back the way we came to near the corpse because her family might be that way. That was a beautiful experience, and I just wiped it.
Mondo
tears
just
away.
stoically looks as the sunlight's just bleeding in, hitting across his eyes, what he's welling up. I will never forget you, Daisy.
It was a nice little hunting trip.
And I kind of just look
Empty-handed.
around. Yep, we gotta get back to the others. This has turned into a whole ordeal.
Oh,
but
yes,
that
it's
was amazing.
It was dusk
A
too.
horse. Ivan's probably never even seen a horse. I haven't. Literally, I cannot explain to you how long it's been.
Well, I'm glad that you got to see it. Perhaps it's the progeny of the previous horses you've seen. From your existence as an elf
You know, I've
And your centuries
learned
of
that in a
living century.
long living, you never know who you might have ran into.
Interesting. Well, we should get back to camp because we didn't set up shit for them before we left.
Absolutely not. No, Ivan, he's susceptible to ants. Anyway.
I told him my EpiPen.
If they get inside his armor, he's fucked.
Not sponsored.
Yeah. Yeah. I do not want to think about what it's like to wear a full suit of armor and then fall onto an anthill.
Yeah. Rakshada has
If
bad
everything was
memories
wrong
of
with the
training.
world, I don't even
Thinking
wanna
of
think
that. Okay.
Alright.
We're heading back and full sprint.
I mean, you guys aren't super
Too
far
far?
away from
Okay.
that trail. You
Alright.
walked maybe 50, 60 feet into the woods before you found the mare.
Alright.
Daisy. When you get back, Rattle's sort of perusing the different plants around, picking a couple. Berg is about 7 feet up the largest tree in this area with his daggers like, I will conquer you!
That's not Berg.
I will conquer you.
Whoa!
Ivan's
And I'm
sitting
just-
with his legs crossed, talking with Blair.
I walk up to Berg and I since I'm a 6'2" cat lady, just pat on his back because my arm reaches really high.
You're back.
I have yours too. Ha ha! And I'm just pat on. You can do it. Are you trying to make it to that big branch up there?
Yeah.
You can do it. And I just shove him up a little bit, I touch his butt, get a grab, and then then shove him up a little higher.
Let's see if he makes it.
I need my book back, baby.
He, with the little push that you give him, takes that momentum and takes 2 steps up the tree and then jumps off and grabs the branch.
Good job!
Thanks. What do I do?
Pull yourself up!
He pulls himself up and he's just chilling on the branch.
Okay, I'm gonna, first I'm gonna use my tinderbox to...
It's like 6.
Is
maybe.
it really?
You
Okay.
guys were talking to and feeding and petting the horse for 10 minutes. It took you about 10 minutes to get that far into the woods because you were moving slowly to be quiet. And then,
Okay, so
But
it's
we
not
did
like...
want to get an early start, so we have to take that into account as
that
well.
is a good point.
So, well, I mean, but 6 is still kind of early. I mean, what do you guys want to try to cover more ground?
I mean, we could. If it's only 6, then yes. I don't have Berg's sundial.
You know, I pull out the watch to see what general time it is.
The general time,
Just
even
rounding
though
up.
you guys are on a different continent, well, an with the area that you're at on the planet, you're in the same time zone.
Right.
So, it is roughly 5:40, 6 o'clock.
Nice. I can't wait to get this thing fully dialed in, but I'll need burp sample now. I put it into the bag of holding actually because I feel like having it on my waist might actually be dangerous with the class aspects.
Don't forget, you also have the magical screen.
Oh, don't worry, I never forgot about the magical egg timer. It will come in handy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with going farther in if you guys are.
Sure, at least 2 more hours of travel, then we set up a camping spot. Hopefully, something off the ground a little bit, if possible. I know that's not always achievable.
You don't.
Blair's standing up, holding his legs. Can we walk?
Sure, of course. You can walk. And I'll just put my hand over his shoulder. Jump on my back again like that without permission, and I'll punch you in the face.
Noted.
And then I continue walking. I'm walking next to Rattle. So what did you get? Did you find anything good while we were out majestically stroking and feeding a horse? Not in a weird way, but this thing was huge. We named her Daisy, and she got attacked by the same thing that we did, the stupid tourist guy. But it was Mondo. He was enamored, and I just had to show him and help him out. So I used my way with words, as you know. Meow.
Rattle still has the items that he got from the plants in his hand, and he shows the yellow flowers, the red flower, and the fruit / seed.
Ooh. That's
To both of them?
interesting.
To Rock Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, those are beautiful. I really like the red one. And then I put the other red one on the other side, so you have a green and a red flower on either side.
Tis the season.
Not yet.
Alright.
Well,
I guess sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I just look just to make sure that the flowers that were just put into Rattle's hair aren't poisonous.
You look them over. They're not poisonous.
It's
They don't do a
feathers.
whole lot of benefit, but they can be used for some dishes.
I like their use here better.
The way that they're typically used in the cooking that you've had in this area, they're like wild greens, basically.
Like I said, the fashion statement goes way better than the taste could ever could.
okay. We're just walking in the woods. Can I make a perception check? Make sure there's no like snakes or anything hanging from the trees.
Sure. If anybody else wants to check for anything while you're walking, go right ahead.
11.
I'll also check for snakes in the trees. Oh. It's you said what is the perception? Oh, that's a 5. If there are snakes in the trees, we're fucked.
Yeah, I got an 11.
Well, I don't think I'd be looking for anything in particular, so...
Okay.
My boy Ivan, he vigilant?
Ivan's talking with Blair still, towards the back of the pack. You two, you had an 11, you had a 5. You guys both worried about snakes, looking hard for them. You know, basically like hand on your weapons, just scouting the ground in the trees. You see an exceptionally large worm.
Oh.
Rock Shadow jumps back like those cat videos where they have the cucumber behind them. And then she's just like, ugh, what is that thing?
I walk up to it.
Double
Are these
blade.
common? Are these common around
Not this size, but
Ay.
This little fellow right here has had himself too many mammoth steak omelets. He needs to be dealt with.
Ew.
Ivan,
Is it like, how long is this worm?
Ivan's, the worm, it's probably about that big around,
And how big?
about this
Ay,
big.
yeah, that does look
Big
like
old worm.
Look,
Ivan
it's
sees
bait.
it, he's like, oh He sees you cowering from it, and he runs up and he picks up its tail. He's like,
Is Blair afraid when he does?
Blair, he's seen probably a couple like this. He doesn't like them. He's just like,
That thing.
Ivan, I will cut you and I will heal you back.
yes.
Don't
Sensei,
touch
That
yes,
thing is
Sensei."
almost. God, that thing's almost as big as Bird.
Put it on. Okay. Before it.
Hey.
Ivan, before it wiggles away, put it on that rock right there. I gesture towards a big flat rock.
What are you gonna do to him?
Just do it.
Sensei,
Do it.
what are you gonna do?
We'll chop him into bits and we're gonna use them as bait. It's a worm, right? I have a vial. And I...
He lays it on the rock.
You got to hold its tail and
No,
swing it.
I'm not holding that thing.
Do
Like
it.
swinging a sword at it? No.
Trust your sensei.
Sensei.
Oh, the great
Put it-
Mondo. He's so afraid of ants. Look at you, Rakshata.
Oh, yeah.
He holds both ends like
Okay.
way back.
I act like I'm about to swing my big ass. I draw back really far. I'm trying to, and then I'm just, and then I put it in my sheath and I take out my dagger and I'm just like,
I forget you have that thing.
I don't use it much, so was it D4 or anything just because it's a worm?
Are you cutting them into really small pieces?
I'm
or
cutting them
just,
into,
sections.
I'm cutting them to like this big a section,
Turns
so
out
it's
he had
decent
legendary
bait.
actions. None of it hit.
You've got 6 large pieces of worm.
Oh yeah, delicious. Okay,
The
I
head
take.
is still kind of moving.
I don't want the head. I just throw it in the woods.
Okay, you have 5 sections of worm.
Okay. Yeah, I got a medium. I have a medium vial. I'm just like.
Oh,
Ugh.
you made this so much worse than it had to be. You could have just let him do his thing.
We
They're good for
need
the soil.
they're good for catching fish too, and we're about out of provisions because Mrs. Horsey, Miss Daisy ate all of our apples. So
No.
I'm not eating this thing. Yeah.
I had 15, shared 5, and then ate one for myself, gave 10, so whoever else
She
may
ate
have apples.
6 of the 10.
I never specified that I picked them back up, so that's going to become some other creature.
Yep.
Well, that was a good act. There's going to be some, better not be any fucking ants. Hopefully a lot of beetles go to enjoy that apple.
They're
Okay.
sweet apples.
Oh.
Yep. They're going
It's
to.
okay. Sometimes that's how it works.
Okay. Well,
It's the circle of life.
We don't have a fishing rod though.
They're not hard to come by.
Make sure you get one with a hook this time. Alright,
Okay.
you guys just still walking?
Yeah.
For about another hour and a half until it gets a little, until the sun hits.
And you do. You guys make pretty good distance in that last 2 hours you were walking. It's getting deep into dusk at this point, running out of light. So, you setting up camp?
Yep. Since we're roughing it, I'm gonna go ahead and start the fire with tinderbox. And I'm gonna call forth the little spirits of the woods to find forageable edibles within range, since the hunting trip was unsuccessful.
Okay.
So that's a spiel.
The range on that is
120 feet.
Nice.
Spell splot.
All right.
I do I want Blair to witness this. I gestured to Blair. I was just giving you a hard time, man. I had this ability, and then I wave my hands, and the little tree spirits go forth, and they come to me, and then I whisper a really creepy incantation to them.
Ghosts.
Yeah, they're really friendly. They help us out, and then I send a telepathic message to them. Go and find us some food to eat, non-poisonous, please. And then I send them off, and I'm just like,
They all sort of fan out in every medium-sized tree, and
I still have an axe.
takes him a good 15 minutes to get it down, but then he starts sort of splitting blocks. It looks like he's building a shelter.
Okay, because Blair said he wanted to be off the ground.
Well, also, Ivan had carpentry experience.
That's right. Okay,
Kind of look at him keenly using a sword for carpentry. And I'm like, you know what? Leave it alone.
It says that it's only an action.
Well, you guys have an axe, but it's not in his possession, so he's using what he's got.
Okay.
Right, but it's not like we're very safeguarded about the wood cutting axe.
How close are we to water? Because it says, look, it's an action to do all this.
You can pick one of these things. You need to write that down, because every time you use it, you try and use every single one of those.
Every single one. I'll do pick uno.
But if you have extra spell slots at the end of the night, I mean, you could burn.
You can
that spell
absolutely cast it again, but you got to keep in mind that each time you cast it, you can only do one of those things.
Well, I've still got 3, so I'm going to use it again to find drinkable water.
Okay.
Ooh, Mr. and Mrs. Spirits. We need water.
In the areas around, you're not picking up on any like specific pond or anything, but you do sense the location of more water, like high water content fruit.
Oh, okay. Not water, not like a water source though.
The same feeling she felt when she located the cacti.
Yeah.
Okay, well, which direction is that from camp?
There are several about 60 feet away from camp.
Okay, I'm gonna go in that direction.
West side.
Okay. Just using like my divine sense, just trying to think about it.
With the spell active, you've got a really good idea of where it's at. So you're not having to look too hard. You walk a good little while, and then you find a patch of watermelon.
Whoa, that's awesome. Okay, how many watermelon?
Roll nature.
+2. 30 fucking 20.
There's too many for you to carry.
Yeah. So I'm about 60 feet away.
Yeah. There's about 8 large watermelon and 4 small.
Okay. Wait, say what again?
8 large watermelon
8 large mellies.
and then 5 small ones.
It's not a problem. I'm gonna unfold my portable hole. And yeah, oh wait, no.
No,
we
please
can't.
God, no. That's like
Yes.
opening a bag that had like rotted ham in it, and you're like, I'll put my strawberries in here.
You used prestidigitation to clean it.
I
Didn't you?
didn't.
No,
I
it was
used
only to make it-
prestidigitation to create a smell.
It was only to make it smell nice.
So
Nope, scrap that idea. I'm gonna, redacted. But then again, the watermelon's got rind on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay, never mind. No, I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm just gonna, since I'm only 60 feet away from the camp, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I found the patch of watermelon to help with the water situation. I don't know if you guys are thirsty or not, but there's quite a few and I can't get them all by myself.
Mondo immediately lights up and looks over at Blair. Just takes off sprinting. That's the fruit of the nation here.
Yeah.
Wait
so
a second.
Blair chases after you. It's going to be a race.
Okay.
Hey!
Athletics?
I'm just
Yep.
casually walking because they don't know where they're going.
Oh, cocked.
I think since
Oh, 6.
they're gonna do that.
Blair's got the lead on you.
Since they're gonna do that, Rattle's going to be the one to look for firewood.
Okay. How
I'm following. I'm casually walking, just watching Mondo like get beat by his little brother, and just like
Survival check.
Mondo, you can do better than that. Use your wings. Use your advantage.
It's densely forested here, isn't it?
I mean, if you roll high enough, you can keep it tight and fly quickly.
Just don't land in the watermelon patch.
That's what those smaller wings on your lower back are for.
Good point. Fuck it, I'll go for it. Why not? I need to learn how these puppies work.
Alright.
Weave.
Just a quick dexterity check to see how well you move between the trees.
Is that a Rattle, will you please confirm that is a natural 20?
Yeah! Alright, so Mondo, you see Blair gaining significant ground on you, and then you run up, there's a tree off to your right. You kick and spin, and then your wings flare out, and you just rocket past and just weaving between trees.
Amazing.
It's very cool.
Hang on. Ooh. Gonna do badass.
As I kind of like,
Mondo.
right in that little split second as I'm zooming past him, I'm just...
He barely catches
Right.
it, but he
Badass Mondo flight scene through woods as he flips off brother.
Alright, doesn't take you long flying that fast to get to the watermellies. You were keeping your eyes peeled for them, so I'm not going to make you roll to find them. You do see a patch with 8 large watermelons and 5 small ones.
Yeah, I get the, I just start being the small watermelons through the hole of the bag of holding.
Well, the smaller ones are like me.
Oh, okay, so they fit through.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tread.
The larger ones you could probably struggle to get them through, but get them through.
I mean, depending on how the night goes, how many people have booze on them, we might go through 5 of the large watermelons, but we'll keep the small ones.
I don't know. Everybody's pretty dry right now except for that incense and those flowers.
I don't think anybody in the park except our sweet, sweet champion probably has some booze on them.
Maybe.
We'll press him later. Yeah, and I guess because there's no fucking way Mondo's gonna carry these melons at it. I struggle to fucking try to get one of the bigger watermelons into the bag of
Strength.
A 7 minus 2? Yeah, 5.
Yeah, you're pushing on it, trying to get it through the hole in the bag of holding, and then your hand goes into the watermelon.
That one's... I'd walk up right as Mondo's doing, Mondo, that one's yours. Alright. And then I'm going to try to carry as many as I can.
Okay.
Because I've got a long arm span in them.
Roll a dex.
Dex?
Mm-hmm.
Dex? It's been a while. Tech Dex. Not a sponsor.
You always throw out these pop.
I can't help it. I can't help
We
it.
have to say that it's not a sponsor.
+1. 19.
19. So you get 2 of the biggest watermelons.
Jeez, how big are they?
Under your arm. They're like that big.
Holy, like long ways or wide ways?
They're round. It's all the way around. I can't. Do you want me to do this shit
Yeah.
right here?
Perfect.
You get 2 under each
Poundage.
arm, and then you manage to somehow get one balanced on top of those, holding it down with your chin. It's awkward, but it works.
I got this. I got this. And then I head back to camp slowly and steady, since these watermelons are giant.
Right? You get all 5 of the smaller watermelon in the bag of holding. You don't choose to pick up a larger one.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it on my hand. I'm going to take it off the hole of the bag of holding, put it back on my back, and I'm going to go try to put on a show for Ivan. And I'm going to pretend like a watermelon monster's eating me.
Oh my god.
Alright.
What about Blair? Can he pick up any?
Blair's got one.
Okay. Fucking better.
He didn't run all the way into the forest for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Rockshot ahead of, and I'm like, wait, let me enter first. Let me enter first.
Don't make me drop it. Go.
I kind of just toddle ahead and I just write it.
Performance.
All right, let's do this. If there was a time for another 20, it'd be now. Wait a second, that's a 19. I don't think I have anything for performance though. 19.
On your way back to the camp, Mondo is holding the watermelon up so that the juices drip down his arm, and there's sort of more gore
Right.
around your wrist and such, and you're kind of slathering it on.
Is it still in the bag of holding?
No.
Still shoved out.
No, I took it out off the hole, and
Oh.
so it's just on my. So I just walk out as he's working on garbage. I'm like, Ivan, it's it, the water monster.
Big gun fiend.
You're not gonna chop your hand off.
I'm not gonna let it go that far. As soon as he starts heading my way, and I'm like, just stop, it's a joke, and I just slosh it off my arm.
Into his face.
Slaps the ground, sort of caves a little bit.
Rockshot is coming up from behind.
It's on the rind. It's still edible.
Even if there's sand in it, I don't care how black it is, you're going to eat it. Don't waste food. And then I gingerly set the watermelons down next to our campsite. And
It's like, oh Christ, don't do that to me.
You really had me going earlier about the water hag. Or
He
the water.
would have said, oh God, not oh Christ.
Right.
Different world.
No, when he was, I forgot what, water fang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had me going about the water fang earlier, so I had to,
We're always in danger. How am I supposed to know these things aren't real?
I'm like, Ivan, you kind of, like, just while we're all kind of in the general area, kind of look up into the sky. Now that you mention it, it does seem like everything's been attacking us lately, and I just look up in the general vicinity of the seven heavens. Kind of like, it has been tough, hasn't it?
Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, dear God. You said perception disadvantage?
You hit a nat one?
No, I don't have. I only have a +1 for. I would have a negative, but I'm proficient in something that I have an 8 in.
Oh, I just thought you only rolled once.
Oh no, I rolled twice. I had a 15 and 2.
All right. Well, you're looking up in the direction of the seven heavens. Just like, go back to getting your watermelon ready, and Ivan's almost done with the shelter. You guys are in basically starlight right now, so
Nice.
is anybody making a fire?
Yep. I already did with the tinderbox.
Oh.
Remember? I did that before we went to go get the watermelon.
Did Rattle do well on the wood cutting or wood retrieving?
Roll survival.
Oh,
if you haven't.
I did 21.
21. You guys have plenty of firewood and
Right.
tinder, but the fire is not going because Rattle did not collect firewood whenever you tried to start it.
I had the tinderbox though. Is that just
It's
start it?
just- It's
Oh,
just tinder
Oh,
and flint.
okay. Well, I'll do it again.
Okay.
That's survival.
I'm
Or-
not gonna make.
Oh, okay. Well, I start the fire, and I remember some little mystery vials that I have in my bag, and I pull out the ayahuasca water, and I'm like,
Oh dear.
if anyone wants to become the botcherist, we're on vacation.
Ivan's
We
like,
might
"I'm
get
out."
some epiphany.
No.
We might have an epiphany.
Tiffany.
Epiphany.
I
Epiphany.
do.
Thank
might
you
tell-
so much, Taurus. That means a lot. We really appreciate it, man.
Woo! We do it for you guys. But anyone want a little swig? I'm gonna try some just to look at the stars because I've never seen such a beautiful, beautiful spacescape.
Is there a small flat stone anywhere nearby? Just
Yeah, the one that I cut
Yeah,
the worm up
I
on.
mean,
true.
I assume so. There's a thin slate of obsidian that's laying on the ground.
I was thinking more something Mondo would ever have a chance of.
No, I mean it's like a thin slate.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a long.
No, I'm not talking about like a slab.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just like a super thin piece.
All right. Yeah, I just bring it on over, and I take. How much? I don't have much of this incense, do I? Only like a half vial or something like that.
Yeah, it's half a vial.
I just pour. I'd say I'll use a quarter of what we have, just out into a line as skinny as I can make it.
Okay.
I'm like, when in Zinder.
Okay. So he's burned incense, and I've got the ayahuasca water.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take like a little. I'm not. It's a. They're just 2 vials, so I'm guessing they're small, the smallest ones. I'm gonna drink half of the smallest one.
Okay. Constitution save. Blair and Berg are sitting next to you as you get it lit, and Berg's just like, I kind of remember this stuff. Blair's like, what goodies you got now?
You don't.
30, 20.
30, 20. You've still got your wits about you, but your vision is sort of swaying, and the stars are much brighter now. And there's like multicolored rings around each one. And you swear you can see lines coming down from the stars to each like blade of grass in the area around you. It's intense.
Guys. Rockshadow just sits down, like leans back and sits on the ground. Obviously, my eyes are like cat eyes at Christmas lights. You know how that goes. And I'm just
Like,
sitting there. You guys.
lean over to my brother. Watch this. I do this because I love her. And I just hold very small little orbs, but in the color of stars, just a white light, and just have them circling around like a mobile.
And Rockshadow just, Mondo, you know I get.
Really hypnotized.
Yes, very. Rockshadow's.
Ivan walked away fully.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't want any part of the ayahuasca. He's still in camp, but he's finishing the shelter up.
Ivan, come take a rest.
All right.
I know you have some pocket booze.
What are you talking about? I get my fix from the mansion.
I want an insight check.
Go
Son.
for it.
Oh. Insight. Oh, God. An 8.
He seems like he's being honest with you.
Don't give me that. Don't give him that shit. I've seen your ankle flask.
You have an ankle flask?
You're gonna
It was
believe
just-
her
it was-
right now?
That was a deception check, by the way. If I can do that.
Oh, shit.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Will that be against my insight? check?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess, sure. I
Roll
hope I fail.
deception, roll insight.
Oh, I'm not very insightful. It's a 5. Roll, man.
I'm trying to find it. Those 3.
Come on.
21.
Hand over that ankle flask.
Sensei, I don't have it.
Rockshadow's just like,
Not in britches. No. And I just look at
Rockshadow's
him.
just like,
Come on. I
maniacally
would like to.
laughing.
I would like to drink. We could buy booze at any time. I'm asking you from the bottom of your heart for us to have fun tonight. Do you have any booze?
I don't, but I don't really mind that stuff. And he sort of gestures towards the incense.
It is nice.
He's like, Crampton, that's some good shit.
Yeah. We need to find somebody on this island who has. And I look at Blair. We need to get some of the more locals.
You might be able to help.
what? Rockshadow perks up, like, kind of zones back in for a second. Wait, what are you talking about? What? Where did the lights go?
Whenever you look at Blair, his head is really big. His body is very small.
Rockshadow can't do anything. She's just like cackling like a witch just because she can't keep her shit straight.
You guys gotta help me get the meat of that thing that keeps dropping the cattle around here, and then I might be able to hook you up with some local
let us be merry, and then I just like decide that I'm going to do a dance to Erewhon. What's the moon like? I know it's not the Moonweaver, but or not with the Moonweaver, but
How many days has it been since you guys got back to Sharn? Just one?
Got back to Sharn and then came here.
Yeah.
As soon as we got back from Sharn, we left from the shop, did a night over at Greg's.
Yeah,
Next
that's right.
morning, saved Nina, teleported. This would be second.
Okay, so it's a new moon.
she's gonna do a patronage dance for Edelweiss. Would that be religion or performance, Dan?
Both.
Okay. Okay. What order?
But just so you know, the RY isn't the Moonweaver.
I know
The
that,
moon
but
has nothing to do.
well, it's still nice to have a. It's like a spotlight. That's what Rakshad is thinking.
Okay.
Because it's like new.
But since it's a new moon, there is no moon that you can see.
Man, I thought the new moon meant. Never mind. Okay.
That's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
do religion first. That's +2. This was 3, so that's a dirty 20 for religion. And performance, that is also +3. That was cocked, but it was a 13. Dang it. Ew. It's a 5 for performance.
So you're getting your groove on, and it's not one of your best works, but you're still feeling it, and you get a really ominous feeling. Not like a sense of dread, but
Ottawa doesn't like me doing this.
you don't. You feel like RY is trying to tell you that something is wrong, not with what you're doing in general.
I get like a chill up my spine and my cattail puffs out after I finish my last move. Kind of sobers me up a little bit.
Alright.
And I just come back to the fire and
Constitution.
I'm like,
Oh shit! Save or check?
Check.
Oh, 11.
11. You're feeling it, man.
Nice.
It feels so good to just like sit down on the ground in your home country and just chill out with your buds and your bro. Speaking of your brother, he's out cold. I mean, he's not like asleep, literally, but he's like catatonic.
He's like
laying up,
our equivalent
greened out. Yeah.
Nice.
It's like. So, yeah, everybody's chilling. Berg's sitting in the shelter with his legs kicked up on one of the pieces of wood that blocks the side, and he's going to sleep. I assume everybody had their fill of watermelon before
oh yeah.
you guys knocked out, so I guess mark off the large watermelon that you had, and then one for you.
What?
How many did you split a watermelon to share
Yeah.
with everybody?
I figured, yeah, one watermelon could feed 3 of us at least.
I
So
had
a whole watermelon would feed everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, he had his hand.
Yeah, I had to gorge mine because I fisted.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess one watermelon for everybody to share, because it's pretty big.
Alright.
Hydrated.
Are you trancing or sleeping?
I'm gonna choose to trance tonight, and I'm gonna what appears to be the largest tree.
The largest tree?
Like as far as largest adjacent branches going up of it.
Probably about a 35-foot tall tree, right next to the edge of the trail. The branches start about
Something that could support my weight.
Yeah.
I'll just find whichever one has the biggest girth and just fall asleep on it because this is a having wings, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so you managed to get a good running start and kick up off the tree, grab a branch, climb your way up, and get comfortable.
I'm just passing out in the shelter with Berg. I've just gotten used to cuddling this tiny body. So,
Ivan's sitting by the fire for a while.
stuff's finally wearing off because I only took half. No? Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, I only drank half and it was a small bottle like this.
Not even divine scarcity can bring you away from ayahuasca.
Wait. What am I gonna do then?
I mean,
Hang on.
you can still go to sleep, but there's no telling if you're still going to be tripping by the time you wake up.
Well, what if I... Hang on. Darn it. I don't have any more second level spell slots, so I couldn't use Lesser Restoration on myself. Damn it! Okay.
Alright.
I'm in for it. I'll keep watch.
To still specify, I am still only trancing.
I'll keep it down.
So, Rockshot and Ivan are up. Rattle, did you go to sleep?
I think Rattle's gonna stay up a little bit more.
So, Rattle,
Okay.
Ivan, and Rockshot are awake, doing first watch. Berg is out, Mondos trancing, and Blair is out. So, you guys are, sitting watching the fire, staying vigilant for a little while. Make a perception check. Yours at disadvantage.
Mm.
10 for me.
I got a 12, but I rolled a nat 22nd.
Well, you guys are looking around. There's not a whole lot going on. Crickets. You hear some tree frogs singing. It's not super loud, but you can hear it. There's a faint red light, very faint red light coming from the summit of the volcano in the distance. Other than that, nothing.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna, since we're at the fire, I'm gonna tell Rattle about the weird feeling I got after my dance. Well, I don't know if you're going to believe me in this state or not, because I've never been in such a weird, interesting, introspective state before, but when I finished my dance, I felt as if Edelweiss was sending me a bad omen, but I don't think she would judge me for using nature to my advantage like I did with the vial, but it was still a very ominous, weird feeling. I'm a little taken aback, and I kind of want to go check out the perimeter of the camp. I don't know. Could just be rambling at this point, but
Rattle's going to agree with you. He's gonna be like,
okay. I'm just gonna go to the outskirts of not the outskirts, but it's like the 120. Yeah, I'm just gonna do like a round search. Can I do a perception?
Investigation.
and this
Big
won't
fat
be
one.
out of view from us, right?
Not really.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure.
Because you have the night vision too, right?
No.
No? Okay, so you might not be able to see. 9!
You're walking around the perimeter of the camp. You don't see or hear anything too suspicious. There's a little bit of movement. Just seems like wildlife.
Maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe it was a combination of the incense. Now I just put my back, and then I walk back to camp, back to the main where the fire is, and I stoke the fire, and I guess I'm just a little paranoid.
And you do. The 4 hours go by, Mondo. You wake feeling well rested. Make sure you get those spell slots back.
Oh, yeah. Lying down.
Alright, you sure do.
Okay, I think Rockshot is gonna try and sleep now.
Okay.
Try and get a long rest. Try, but it's probably gonna be a short rest.
I look at everybody who's still awake. Is Ivan still awake as well?
Yeah.
I look at Ivan and Rattle. You guys gotta get some sleep.
Agreed. Thank you, Sensei.
Of course. I got this, you guys.
It's been a pretty
Guys, grab
uneventful
a map.
night.
Right before Rockshot knocks out, and Mondo's the only one on watch. Or are you gonna wake up Bird?
Actually, I'm going to wake up Bird. Me
Okay.
and him have we probably have been in need of just some time, me and him, for a good while.
Okay. Well, that's what I was like gonna be gesturing, tugging on his bottom wing, but not too hard. Make sure you have someone with you.
And I'll walk over, trying to leave Bentley alone because he's a good boy. He deserves a nappy. I'll wake Berg up.
Yeah.
You wanna wake up for watch with me?
Yeah. I got it. Thanks.
Go over. Is there a fair amount of firewood for us to continue?
Absolutely.
Rattle went nuts on that board.
Oh yeah. Natural instinct.
Just prop up. You like it here?
Yeah, not really used to a lush environment, but it's a nice change of pace.
I'd say so.
Your brother's a character.
What did you expect? He's my brother. Hi. How have you been lately?
A lot better since ran into you guys at that tavern. Gotta say, I was skeptical at first, but you've done a lot of good.
Well, we were skeptical too, but sometimes you go with your better instinct.
Yeah. So, anything we should be particularly worried about around here?
Like I always talk about, the crabs and such, but that's off to the coast.
Yeah.
Out here,
Just the ants?
worse than ants.
Mm.
The huge mosquitoes, that's one thing.
Oh.
The cougars, that is entirely another story.
Cougars. Bet they can't hold a candle to Rockshot.
No, absolutely. And to be honest, I've never seen one here. It might just be total bullshit. And you got to think I lived here for a century.
Yeah. You probably saw a lot, just about everything there is to see on this island.
To be honest, as many years as it takes to get a degree from a elven magic school, you'd be surprised how little I was able to get out. But I'm a lot happier now.
What about your parents? Anything sketchy about them?
Not really. Of course, I will always have bang towards my father for not letting me touch his sword made of pure diamond, but I will make him eat those decisions one day. I do not hold hate in my heart, though. They cared about me dearly, and they tried to make sure I was set up to make a life of my own, and, well, it did lead me here. I had to run broke to end up here, but I'm here.
Yeah. Well, if you want any help sneaking and getting that sword, I got you.
What?
You could just take it after he kicks the bucket.
Whenever that will be.
Us elves, it takes a while. So, I might actually take you up on that. And I hope Bentley's newfound intelligence has been a prosperous experience for you. I know he is your best friend you've ever had, and to be able to have that connection now.
Absolutely.
I
Won't stop talking about beef floor, though.
Can you blame him?
No, I mean, if I had my own, that'd be pretty cool. Just a quick perception.
Sure.
Unless you want to walk the perimeter.
I mean, that would be an investigation. Walking with, yeah, I'll take my chances around.
Alrighty.
Oh, well placed. So that's a 19, and my investi's a 4. So 22.
You out just past the dim light, the campfire. You're sort of at the edge where the darkness is taking over, but with your night vision, you see very well into the area. You get around the first half and don't see much of anything. You make your way through about a fourth of the second half. Not a fourth, but what would be a fourth of the entire perimeter. And you do see some movement back in the woods. It's a quadruped. It's furry.
And what size are we talking here?
Medium.
Cougar size?
Medium size.
Ah!
So overtake Mondos size.
With a 21 perception, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. It's a horse.
Nice. Is it a horse I recognize? It's a familiar horse. I just want to do a little.
Sort of perk up, and then slowly walk towards the camp. Peer into the firelight.
This is my friend Daisy.
Your friend's a horse.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're friends with a cat and a bird. We could go on all the day. We could probably write a children's song.
Yeah, that sounds pretty nice.
But yes. I walked back over to the fire, so she'll come hang out at camp with us. Hopefully.
Okay. You walk back to the fire, and Daisy sort of walks into the area of the trail where you guys have set up camp, and she's not sitting by the fire, but she is sitting closer to it than the edge of the forest. Seems to trust that you guys are less likely to be predatory than other animals.
Right.
I
want to go over and grab
protection.
my watermelon round and whatever visceral watermelon is left on it, and I just bring it over and I set it down just in case she gets hungry.
She starts licking the watermelon off of your hand as you set it all down.
My hand was so sticky.
So lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, and Markshot
Right.
sees Daisy in her dreams.
Berg, have you ever petted the horse's mane before?
4 viewers, guys.
Well, actually,
What's
yeah.
up?
What's up, everybody? Nice to have you.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, actually, the nomadic tribe I was born into, we had a lot of horses around. Ponies, I guess, seeing the size of this thing.
Yeah. It's a nice change of pace. It seems we're always running somewhere, either on our feet or on somebody's back. Huh?
That's true. Be nice to have something else that could help carry us around, if it's up for it.
I don't know. I wish I can't speak to Daisy, but maybe one day. One day I'll find something to trade Rockshot back for that ring that I had to trade her a long while back. But when I do, I will be able to talk to horses. I'll be able to scream at the ants.
Don't make me ugly laugh.
You really got a bone to pick with those ants.
Not this.
Rockshot is supposed to be asleep.
There's levels to this, Berg. There are ants, bastard jellyfish, bastard crab.
Okay.
I wanted you to know.
Well, looks like she got comfortable quick, and y'all are looking over, and Daisy's passed out next to the watermelon.
Berg, and I'm just taking in the circumstances. Is there still just that little blip of light just coming off the top of the volcano?
I mean, it's less of a blip and more like a dim glow
Right.
around the summit.
Let's take it all in. Berg, how did we get so damn lucky?
Well, probably that sword you picked up, honestly.
I knew it was gonna
Damn it.
say it. I knew it.
What's that?
Oh, dear God.
Roll of perception.
No. Oh! Is that a 20 or a 10?
That's a 20. Natural 20.
I couldn't tell.
You
Thank
look up towards where Berg is looking in the direction of the volcano, and in addition to the dim red light that's glowing on the top of the volcano, there's a very bright orange spot. It's tiny from this distance, but it's incredibly bright, and it's probably 100, 200 feet from the summit of the volcano. Doesn't appear to be moving.
Just looking at it. I don't know what that is. In all of my years, I've never seen anything like that.
Where are the item cards?
I'll get them real quick. I have to transfer the child.
I'm gonna
One
make
of
sure that
them.
they're not in yours.
I accidentally still have the potion of water breathing. I haven't taken it out yet. This is the little one. See the transfer.
Oh wait, never mind. It wasn't Berg that had that. It was Sandra's. I was thinking of the contacts that allow you to see like super far, but that's in Sandra's possession.
I wish I could get that comfortable that quickly. Anyhow.
I'm not too sure what it is, but we should stay vigilant once we're there.
I'd say so. I hope whatever it is doesn't hurt the old man.
Oh yeah, you did say something about an old man.
It's in the same. When you go to the library, it's in the same category as the books with cougars. So it might be all bullshit.
Oh my god, it looks so creepy. I was trying to not look at the DM screen, but I was looking straight at the camera. Sorry, guys. Just dealt 2 psychic damage to our viewers. Four of them. Sorry, guys. Oh, what time is it now? Is it 4?
I was just getting to that. It's
Ready to wake up.
yeah. Since nothing really happens during watch, Berg opts to go back to sleep. He manages to get his rest in while you stoke the flame. You're not really worried about much because after a little while since Berg laid down, the sun begins to rise and everybody starts rousting a bit.
Right. Mondos not his ego watches his back.
And those 4 fucking wings. Surprised you didn't make him have eyeballs on him.
Oh dear God! Like a moth. The ones that have like little fake eyeballs on them.
But they're real eyeballs.
Okay.
You could have made that a thing with that.
You don't want to get too specific. The more specific you get, the more
Less likely.
possibility you could have the ability taken away from you for the rest of your mortality.
Ah, okay. See, I didn't know that. So,
Unfortunate.
Am
It's
I
an
waking
unfortunate
up?
circumstance.
am I waking up? Daybreak. Oh.
Never. Wait,
Oh,
we were
man.
going for before daybreak. We were gonna try to see if we can. Would that?
I mean, it's not quite daybreak. It's dawn.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys can't see the sun rising from here, but the sky's illuminated.
Okay.
Okay.
So we probably won't make it there by sunrise.
It's like
It's still early.
Dark pink sky.
Okay.
Purplish.
Rashad is shaken awake by the thought of Daisy, and then sees Daisy sitting next to us.
She's sleeping. Well,
Sleeping.
Bentley's sleeping next to her now.
Oh, so I can't see Daisy.
You can. It's just they're together.
Oh, and then I look at Mondo's awake. Been awake.
Yeah, I've just been chilling by the fire, and I kind of look over.
What?
Any vivid dreams last night?
Yeah, I was dreaming of Daisy, and she's here now.
Absolutely.
Did she follow our scent or something?
You know, me and Berg, we were just kind of making small talk, and we thought something was about to attack the camp, and I just got done telling Mondo about the possibility of cougars, and then it kind of spooked us. But it's okay. It was just Daisy, and I invited Daisy back, and she was licking the watermelon. Me and Berg turn away for 2 seconds, look back. She is passed out like a little lamb.
Oh, sweet little. Do you think we could? You know I don't like subjugating animals. But do you think that Daisy would help us up the volcano? We have quite a few people.
I don't know if that is. See, the reason me and Blair never went up the volcano is because it is not just. It's not like there's a path or anything fun like that.
Yeah.
Now, if you would like to talk to Daisy, I do have the magical prowess to bring Daisy with us when we go home. I could make that happen.
You guys only brought 7 people with you.
Okay.
So you can return with 8.
Oh. Okay.
9 technic, because it's 8 people and you.
Oh.
Okay.
Also have to make my rolls.
Important rolls, correct.
Not just my important rolls, but well, I mean that's what it goes towards every day anyway.
Well.
A 2 and a okay. There's a 4 and a 2, and I'll see what the actual roll itself is. A 4.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So I have a 2 and a 4 I could use if I need to roll any portents.
Yeah.
Well, so how many do you have today?
2.
2. Do you have any sort of like messaging, telepathic messaging thing?
I don't speak to her with my mouth, just in her head. Only when we're about this close.
Oh, damn. Well, I was thinking maybe we could use one of those wishes to get Daisy back to the blacksmith so she's safe. But I don't know if she'd stay there. I'd have to talk to her about it.
I mean, there's that, like I said, for completely no extra cost other than us going home as we were going to anyway. I could just bring her back and she'll be with us the entire time. But the only risk would be her being at the bottom of the volcano while we're up there, but I don't know.
Is Rattle up yet? You still sleeping?
I think Rattle would have woken up
Okay.
because you guys are talking.
Okay. What do you think, Rattle? Do you think we should send Daisy to what was his name? The blacksmith? Umtumbo. Or should we try and trek up the mountain with her? I mean the volcano. I'm scared for her life.
And 2.
Yeah, send her to the blacksmith.
Okay. But I have to talk to her and tell her the plan first.
And I just, Mondo looked at you. Yeah, I only have 2 of these today, and we might really need them. But if you think this is a good use.
I mean, we don't have a horse back in Sean or wherever we're going. A horse, you know, you guys are kind of heavy sometimes, and it's good calisthenics and cardio, but she seems like a stout horse that may or may not have a family anymore. So I feel like it would be necessary to use one.
But if I just send a horse to the blacksmith, as good as an idea as this is, Umtumbo might just see a horse, and gods know what he may do if he just sees a random horse pop up out of nowhere. Like I said,
That's
he's
right.
not the most magically inclined. I only told Berg this because I didn't want you all to make fun of him, but he flunked that wizardly comp.
Wait a second. Silly me. Ivan! Are you sure? Do you want to go up the volcano with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
Berg, do you know how to ride a horse?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to ride a horse?
Yeah, I can ride a horse.
You first, but I have a follow-up.
Well, do you think you could make your way back to Andumbo and protect Daisy, our new horse? That gesture towards the horse.
Sure, but it might help if I can talk to her.
Oh, okay then. And then I take out the ring of animal influence. And I hand
Thanks.
it to.
I look at you. Or we could have Bentley bring her back, and then Bentley and Daisy will both be at Umtumbo, and I can maybe attach a message to Bentley, and then we won't have to. Bird won't have to miss out on this opportunity.
And
What do
she
you-
would be protected by
And she would be protected by Bentley.
Bentley.
And I look down at Bentley. Bentley will fuck up anything, even if it's magic.
Let's go.
Okay. I hand
I'm gonna redact that, and Bentley's gonna try and imitate Ivan's voice.
Okay.
Yes, Sensei.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. I hand Mondo a piece of my parchment that I got from that lizard man and a quill, but not my
Not
quill,
the
but
special quill.
not the quill. I'm gonna pluck one out of his feathers and
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna.
no.
There you go. That's a great idea, Mondo. Now we don't have to be separated from Berg, and then I give him like Berg a little side hug while he hugs my hip.
I know it's such a silly question. Does Bentley have a side satchel?
He's
Like,
he's got a
He's got spiked leather armor.
Does he
So
have pockets?
yeah, it does have pockets.
All right, I'm gonna take the 4 little tiny, pretty much water eroded pieces of obsidian, and I'm gonna put those in there too, in the little pouch. I'm gonna take the parchment and I'm gonna write out, "Please take care of our dearest Daisy and Bentley. You will be paid relatively handsomely. Also, will you turn these obsidian stones into the same symbol as our custom armor? Please and thank you. MC." And I wrap it up, and I put one, and then on the back I'm like, "P.S. The platinum is for you," and I put 1 platinum in there
Nice.
to weigh it down.
All right,
nice.
and you do.
And I just high five Mondo. That's a great idea.
And I look at Bentley, and I'm like, "Protect." Ruffle his
Yeah,
hair.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's happy.
I
He's got his tongue hanging out of his mouth.
Rockstrata is starting to warm up to Bentley, so she gets down and gives him the little, the pets and the pats, and then I like make sure he looks me in the eye.
Berg hands you the ring back.
Okay.
She might want to know what's going on. You guys look over.
Oh,
Daisy's still out.
Okay, that's right. I'm going to gently wake this horse up without getting kicked in the face. I'm gonna.
Performance. Oh wait, no, nature.
+2. Nah, 20! When it comes to talking to horses.
This is the sweetest, most soothing voice that Rockshotto's ever had. You were just gently
He smells like. Good morning, Daisy. I'm so glad you came back to us.
I assume you cast.
I did. I just did.
Okay.
Would you shake her awake a little bit more? I need you to do us a favor. I have more of I have a question for you. Do you want to be our companion for a good long while and be protected by our group?
Well, I'm in one piece after a long night in the woods by myself. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. That sounds like an awesome plan. Okay, I need you. Okay. Here's I gesture towards Bentley, the drooling mastiff. This is Bentley. He's can he talk to
No.
Daisy? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I gesture towards him. He's going to be your escort. An escort is someone who takes someone somewhere else safely. He's basically your bodyguard. He's going to get you to our friend's place. It's a little hut that's a blacksmith shop. Could you follow him that way?
Blacksmith is.
Well,
but in
it's a building.
Daisy is trying to speak to you, Bentley. She's like, hey! But, yeah.
Okay.
Daisy seems agreeable on this matter.
Okay. I don't have any. I mean, we still have. Do you have any more small watermelons in the bag of holding?
Small watermelons. I have no clue what you're talking about. Yeah, I give you a small watermelon.
I give. I chop it in half, and I give half to Bentley, and then I give half to Daisy. Here's some breakfast. You guys, it'd probably be better if you go during daylight. Well, once the sun rises more. Here you go, and Bentley, and then I pat them.
They eat and sort of just chill, sitting next to each other, waiting for the sun to rise. Bird walks over to Bentley and just scratches his ears and says, "Be safe."
That's awesome. Okay.
How are you guys feeling?
What do you mean, like Eberron? Are we ready for a break?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
I want to get up this volcano.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Mondo.
I mean, we get you. I guess maybe at the summit we go on break just for suspenseful purposes.
Sounds good to me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Daisy becomes a new companion.
Daisy has been added to the list.
Mondo riding a speckled, freaking beautiful mare with the most. Is her like? I need like details. Is she got like a blonde mane? I want it to be. I'm making it blonde to match Mondo.
No.
Yes. For comic
That's
purposes.
not what Daisy looks like. She's a black and brown speckled horse with a brown mane, and the brown continues down her snout, and then both sides of her face are black.
She's black and brown.
Has Bentley already left?
No, they're sitting at camp.
Okay. Let's see. Does he already have the letter inside one of his pouches?
Yeah.
You could make.
I don't have like a writing utensil.
Oh, you need the
We have
quill.
plenty of quills.
Yep. Here's
Mondo's made of.
I also have inkwell.
Yeah, I think
Do you need any paper,
Rattle
Rattle?
is going to like motion out like, writing,
Yeah.
paper,
Yeah.
ink.
I don't think you have any parchment left, do you? I can.
I've got.
I can
It
get
was
some out of the back of my journal.
Okay, if you're sure, I've got like. How many? Yeah, I've got 10 pieces left.
So the way my journal's looking right now, DM, it's like sketches. Pretty much half of the book from downstairs.
Yeah.
And then it's just empty. So I'll go to the very back and take out one of the empties, hand it to him.
Thank you for specifying.
Absolutely.
All right, and Rattle's going to write something on this piece of paper without showing anybody.
Oh.
He's going to fold it up and put it in the same pocket as the other letter.
Would that have to be okay?
And he's going to put a platinum in there.
Ah, okay.
That's cool. Secrets. I like secrets.
All right.
Second.
You seat the letter nicely under the platinum that Mondo had put on top of his, and then you stack one more on top of it. And yeah, sun's coming up slowly but surely. Is everybody eating breakfast before you get ready to roll?
Yeah, I've. Eat the only heart.
Oh
Oh dear. Pencil disappearing. I mean, all I have is the watermelon, like the large watermelon. So I don't know what y'all want to eat. I could do a quick hunting scout for breakfast before we go, but that's up to you.
I got some lizard jerky. It's not very breakfasty.
I'll eat jerky.
Rattle? Breakfast jerky?
I don't think a rattle would mind breakfast jerky, but he's gonna pull out some of his apples because he has 6 apples.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yum.
You know, more for later.
Alrighty. You guys eat?
I guess, is Blair already eaten into a watermelon?
Yeah.
You can have some of the candy tomorrow, Taurus. There'll be plenty.
Sorry, I'm listening, guys. I just have to make a quick note.
Okay, I'm just. Yeah. God, you weren't getting like jerky.
Yes, it is.
I feel like I got
It's a very
sharp teeth.
particular taste.
Raksha is just chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing.
I'm waiting on y'all to
We're going.
decide what to do. So you
We're
go.
right. We're going.
Embarking.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
All right,
embarking.
You continue down the trail. The probably about 200 feet past where you guys set up camp. The trail begins to descend down one of the hills. You guys are getting fairly close. It looks to be about 6 hours at the pace that you're currently traveling.
Okay. Perception?
Go for it.
Ooh.
22.
Natty 1.
Oh.
11.
It's so nice to be back in your own home country. That's great. What'd you get?
11.
11.
22. It is. It was 18. And I got plus 4.
You're keeping your eyes on the sky, looking for that super fast light thing that you saw before. You're not really making out a whole lot, but as it's still relatively dark, you're looking towards the volcano, and you do see the dim red light and then a bright orange spot towards up closer to the summit now than when Mondo saw it, but you don't know that he saw it.
I tug on Mondo. Do you see that?
Hi.
At the top of the volcano. It's like a.
You mean the ominous glowing thing at the top of the volcano? Yes, me and Berg may have kind of looked. I thought that there was a possibility that maybe it was an after effect of the Valkyrie, but it turns out that it is in fact not. Oddly visible in daylight, though. This is.
Yeah,
It's not quite daylight. It's
Right.
still dawn.
okay.
But still, at its presence within the orange coming sky.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's the direction we're going, so I guess we might as well find out what it is, right?
And it's not stopping us from getting up there. I look back at Blair. We have been waiting a century for this, and it will not be ruined by some little speck.
Okay.
Yeah. That's better. I can go to the 9 hells or whatever. I mean, it looks like it's fiery. Do you think it would like that? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we should definitely not try to appease it, because it carries a threatening aura sitting there. It's such a beautiful place. It's the highest point. That's the highest point on the entire island, isn't it?
It's also. It's got to be hot up there too.
Absolutely.
Gosh. Okay. Do you guys want to make a dead sprint? Or you guys want to try and? How thick is the?
You're on a trail.
I'm on a trail. Okay. You wanna run, or fly, or
Sure,
whatever.
we can do that. Also, for just for specifics, I'm going to attune to the early half of my Dragon Mark and not the new one for today. You said that's how it worked, right? If I wanted to use the older spells from it, I had to specify for the day.
No.
Or I don't. I lose those spells.
No, you don't lose those spells. So your Dragon Mark grows with you.
Okay.
So as you uncover the ability to use higher level spell slots, you innately learn and have prepared those same spells from that spell slot list for the mark.
I just wanted to make sure because I do have a spell that can keep us protected from the endure elements, but I just wanted to make sure for the day.
I mean, is that 4th level?
Endure elements?
Yeah.
That was the one on the list from the first when I originally got the Dragon Mark.
I don't believe it was. You have up to 3rd level spell slots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you only have Featherfall, Fog Cloud, Gust of Wind, Levitate, Sleet Storm, and Wind Wall.
Okay.
I think you might have been talking about when we were going over optional character traits.
Oh, okay.
Tasha's.
Okay, well, in the meantime, as we discover specifics about spells, I'm going to gesture for Rattle to get on my back again, if he wants.
Rattle will accept.
Yes.
Doesn't like walking.
Yes. No, I like to put my hand up, like high five. Then I look at Ivan and I say, "You don't have to run if you don't want to. I won't use my boots of haste this time. It'll be fair. I've just been using them to push you."
Are you sure you didn't just pick Endure Elements as one of your spells?
No.
Because it's not an optional class feature either.
It says on there. Yeah, Endure Elements, Fog Clouds, Gust of Wind, and then Wind Wall and Sleet Storm.
It's odd that it's in there with the other ones. Because
Well,
I mean, it's not that big of a. As long as it doesn't melt our face off, and it's just mildly uncomfortable.
don't worry. I still have Bless Shield.
That.
it's not on there. I'm sorry,
It's
man.
all good, man. Like I said,
Alright.
Well, did you hear me, Ivan? I said, I'm not going to use my boots of haste. Rattle's on my back. Bird, he doesn't have Bentley or a horse, so I look at Mondo.
hey, Bird, do you want to go fly?
Let's do it. It was kind of fun last time.
Okay.
I really like it, but
All right, now Ivan, you get to carry Blair. You got to carry somebody. That's the rules.
yes, Sensei.
Promise
All right.
there'll be something good at the end.
Let's go.
All right.
Ooh.
Blair's like, sorry about.
I really hope we don't have to take a clip of what you just said as a premonition. I promise there will be something nice at the end. Oh God. Okay. I surely hope so.
All right. So, athletics.
Do I do it while flying?
No. I mean, unless you want to try and fly as fast as you can.
I want to keep up with Rock Shot.
All right.
I'm 10.
I think yours would be dexterity.
Okay. Well, 5.
Takes you a little bit to take off, but you're gaining speed. Mainly, whenever you take off, you're trying to get as much altitude as you can, so that whenever you dive, you can pick up a lot more speed. That's just how I would see it
Right.
anyway. You can
Yeah.
all play it however you
No,
like.
no. I like it. So yeah, we're just riding down the block.
Alright, Ivan's kicking up dirt. He's moving fast. What'd you get, Rockshot?
10.
10. Ivan overtakes you.
There's
it down to the bottom of this hill in the descent. You guys were moving very quickly since it was downhill. Still staying in a relatively tight group, even though, Ivan's slightly ahead and Rockshot is trailing behind Mondos in the sky. You guys keep moving forward. You're starting to ascend the next hill.
Oh shit.
So you don't have to do another roll, but you can if you want to try and get some speed before they start ascending. Athletics from you, and I'm going to do one for Ivan.
I'll take advantage of the hill. 17.
17, nice. You take the lead.
Oh, I haven't done one yet. Chris was asking about Destiny tonight. 7.
Okay. Rockshot, wearing all this armor and carrying Rattle, it's hurting you only because you're moving uphill, though. That's what you're telling yourself. Mondo's flying close to the ground, but straight up. He's making good time. Ivan's not super far behind him, but you guys have made up a lot of time. The sun is now completely visible over the horizon, but it's not getting later in the day yet. It's still
That's pretty early.
6:30, 7 o'clock.
Nice. Okay. Okay. One more push up this hill. What do you guys think?
Kind of hovering there. I say we take it.
Okay, with your Berg swaddle.
Bird sash available now.
Available in 5T.
Right.
Up to.
Alright. So you guys keep moving. I'm just gonna say we'll keep the past rolls that you guys had for the pace that everybody's moving at.
That's not fair. I'm a cat. I'm an agile cat.
And
Not agile uphill, apparently.
for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna say you guys travel for about 5 hours.
Whoa! That's
Yeah.
a long time.
You stop and take breaks every once in a while. Is there anything that you want to be looking for on the way or on the breaks?
I'm going to search for more tropical fruit with lots of sugars and water in it.
Physically, or are you casting the spell?
Physically.
Okay.
I was like, so that's nature. +2, do it. Oh, nat 20. Why is it always on those? Why? Anyway. What do I find, DM?
You find a cluster of mango trees.
Whoa! You guys, come over here. I sat down, rattled gently, rather than drop.
About 10 feet up, I just stop. Yeah.
Mondo said you can fly. You want to pick some of those mangoes? Do you see them?
Absolutely, I imagine this.
They're really nice and tasty.
I know. If I fly up there. Alright, perfect. This is our
Oh
big
wait,
break.
how high is are the mangoes on the tree? 'Cause I can climb too.
Not super high. I mean, the top of the tree is maybe 40 feet off the ground.
Okay.
You guys down there be ready to catch?
Okay. I take my shoot off.
Whoa.
Hey, it's got a lid on it.
Just
And I hold it out like a basket, kind of upside
just
down.
sitting there, I'm holding Berg and I'm kind of like looking down at him and I'm like, well.
Fine. Takes his daggers out. Are you just like swooping by the tree, or you?
No, I'm trying to like hover there just so he can get some nice. I don't want him to be playing Fruit Ninja and just slice down half fruits. So I try to do some good hovering.
You hover next to a branch that's got about 4 of them on there. Just takes a swipe, cuts the branch cleanly off. It drops down. So, what are you holding out?
My shield.
Oh,
The concave inside, like kind of like a
dexterity.
Yeah,
See
that's
if
what I
you can
figured.
catch it.
+1. 15?
The branch falls onto the shield. One of the mangoes detaches from the branch and falls to the ground, but you still got the
I
branch.
got it! Okay.
You guys want
4 of
more?
them. Yeah.
Keep going.
Fruit.
And I
Alright.
fly over to the next branch.
Roll nature.
I grabbed the one that's...
Alright.
Well, I can't because I gotta catch him.
Ooh. And on my, what do I have on nature? It's a 22.
Damn.
Whoa!
You get over to another branch, and most of the mangoes on this are hanging towards the ends of the branches, and a bird gets close enough to just cut the stems of these. He's cut probably 6.
Okay. Another dexterity check for me to catch him. Ew, that's a 7.
7. You manage to catch 3 of them in the shield. The other 4 hit the ground and crack.
I'll eat those. So we got 7 good ones so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 4 damaged.
7 good, 4 damaged. Okay.
The others look too young, not ripe enough to take.
Okay.
And I guess I grab, or I'm like, I'll grab one for me and you two.
Okay. See if we can see one that's ripe enough. I mean, he gets 2 decent-sized mangoes.
I fly back. I'll go all the way to the ground at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
You lie down. Bird unties himself.
Okay. That was awesome. You did a great job getting the fruit. And I give Bird a high five, and I give Mondo a double high five. Sorry I missed some of them. I tried though, and I pick up one of the damaged ones, and I'm just like,
You
because
did
I'm
good.
starving. Thank you. And then I hand one of the good ones to Rattle. Actually, no, I hand. Wait, so there's 4. Wait, how many of us are there? Me, you, Bird, Ivan, Mondo, Rattle,
Blair.
Blair. Okay, everybody gets a good one. Rakshada keeps the damaged ones.
You guys are about a 40-ish minute walk from the very base of the volcano, but you can see it in all of its splendor now. There's, from where you guys are, the trees are few and far between in this area. Some of the there's larger chunks of obsidian rock, like boulders, around. Not a lot of them, but they look weathered and worn down, like it's been some time since it erupted before. All is quiet around here. It doesn't seem like a whole lot of wildlife likes to hang around this area.
Also, just for general knowledge, the entire time Mondo lived there, the entire century, did the volcano ever erupt?
During the last century, no.
Yeah, I guess we just keep that last little bit of the push until we get right up on it and all of its omnipresence.
Yeah.
Tartar says, does he need to bring anything tomorrow?
I mean, it's up to you, man. We've got food and drink. If there's anything that you want to bring in particular, you can. Got a bunch of anime and games on hand, even if the internet craps itself. So I think we're pretty much set.
Yep. Sounds good. Let's continue. Okay, so we're gonna keep going up.
Just
Man.
until we get to the base.
All right. It's absolutely magnificent. You were right about this vacation. As Rakshada is looking up at this
You know,
volcano.
it actually feels really good to hear you say that. And brother, I don't want you to think that I ever would regret coming here to see you. I love you, all that good shit. But I don't know. I kind of felt like I was dragging you guys off, and I promise you that was not my intention.
Well,
I just wanted to see you all happy. It's something we haven't mean, we had our laughs on the ship, and we've had our really beautiful times here. But damn, life has been fucking hard on us here these past couple of weeks.
This whole Sharn incident in the first place shouldn't have happened. We could have done better there, but
We could have done better, but we could have done a lot less too.
that's true. But you're right. When I got gored by that damn Minotaur, I'll never forget when I had. That was the first time I ever had to heal myself on account of something I did, and that was very rough. And I appreciate the fact that we are here in this beautiful homeland of yours, and I'm ready to see what else it has to offer. Hopefully, not more danger, because that tourist was an asshole.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love this shirt, though. I would really like to pick up something similar on the way out of here, but fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fucking with Daisy and her family. Okay. So, shall we go? Has everyone eaten their mangoes? Because that was delicious. Thank you for lunch. Our God be praised for this bounty.
Perk's like, I'm stuffed.
From one mango. You didn't eat the pit, did you?
The what?
Oh no!
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt in the morning. Oh, Berg. Yep, it's gonna hurt later. When you go to the loo. Do your business. Take out the garbage.
It's a ship term.
Alright, you guys, I assume make your way to the base of the volcano.
Mm-hmm.
The ground goes from being a sort of clay, dirt, grass-ish thing to rough, sort of splintery, spiky rock. There are some areas that aren't as bad, but the majority of it is just a super steep climb. Not a whole lot to hang on to, uneven footing.
Ah. Wait a second. Mondo, my friend.
Yes.
Okay, you see our predicament here. This giant snake that's impossible to walk on.
Don't worry. I have an idea.
It's difficult terrain. It's
Well,
not impossible.
Well, I had an idea.
Okay, go for it.
I mean, if I'll pitch mine first, I guess.
Please.
Perhaps you could take my rope, my 40-foot rope, and find somewhere to tie it, and we could
See,
climb it that way.
I do love your plans. I always love your plans. But I've been thinking on this, and
Here we
I kind of
go.
survey the group. How many people do you think we could fit on the inside of your shield at one time?
Oh shoot. Like you mean on my back?
No,
Or
you
in it?
You in there too.
Hold on.
Let's
Gotta
see.
do some approximate measurements.
Rock shot is
Shot would
60.
be like here.
That's yeah.
So shadow would be about here. You have a kite shield, which is one of the taller shields. Would be about
It would take up.
that tall.
Yeah, it would take up about that big.
Probably only fit Berg and Blair on the shield.
Really?
But wait, hang on. What if they're sitting?
Berg's the
on
only
their
one I
butts.
don't have to worry about. I can carry Berg.
Well, I mean, Berg and Ivan and Blair could squeeze onto it. It would be uncomfortable for them, but they could probably squeeze onto the shield at the same time.
This, and I just kind of looking at them standing in the kite shield. When I saw this in my head, it looked a little different.
No, they would be sitting.
Right.
That's how I assumed that it would go.
This predicament. I could take us up actually rather quickly, but I'm going to have to do like what those little fucking pretty boys back in Sharn do: go from one end to the other, one end to the other. But fuck it. What better do we have to do? And They're sitting on the shield at the moment still.
Who, hang on. Who all is sitting on the shield?
Ivan and Blair.
And me too, right? No, okay.
Not yet.
Ivan and Blair. Okay. Okay, continue with your
I
description.
just, I'm like, Berg, and I just tap my chest, and I grab the little piece of rope. I'm like, come on up, buddy.
And
Well,
you're
you
taking
hate
my
it.
rope.
Or, I guess that's really the only small piece of rope we had, but yeah,
Mhm.
because earlier
Well, there's also the strands of rope that you guys have been using for like tying people onto your shield saddle.
yeah.
Oh
They're
yeah,
still
that one.
attached
Yeah.
to the shield.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, might as well use it because it's already there.
Mm.
All right. Now I look down at Blair and Ivan. Boys, if you enjoy living, which I know you both do, you are going to want to stay seated, calm. You are not going to want to twitch, itch, scratch, anything of that nature. Okay. Do not put your arms outside of the shield.
Okay.
Do not put your legs outside of the shield.
Yeah.
And I cast Levitate on the shield, keeping it in its position, and just start flying up like an elevator.
All right.
With Berg on my chest.
Okay. The volcano is about 800 meters or feet. Yeah, it's about 800 feet up to the summit.
Y'all want to wait till everybody's at the top of the volcano to do break, or
I feel I feel like we should get to the top first.
sure?
Okay. So me and Rattle are behind.
Yeah, you guys are waiting at the base
Alright.
where Mondo took off, unless you want to start trekking upward
I'm
so he
gonna
doesn't have to go as far.
I'm gonna put Rattle on the I don't have my shield now, so Rattle, you're gonna have to
Barebacking.
bareback,
Oh, my God.
like piggyback, and I'm gonna use my boots of haste to try and nimbly get up this difficult terrain with my cat prowess.
You don't have gauntlets, right? Like your gauntlets specifically don't have gloves because of the your claw attack.
Yeah.
So okay. Go for it. You're climbing your way up.
That's
It's gonna double your climb speed, but right now you don't have to climb.
okay.
You're just gonna be running.
So that's athletics.
Yeah.
For her.
Or you get to moving, sort of bouncing from larger rock to larger rock, and then you see an area that looks as though it may be okay to just walk on for a bit, but whenever you land, the igneous rock cracks under you and splinters up into your paw.
Ow. Ouchies.
Under the paw pad.
You take 2 piercing damage.
Ow. Whatever.
You
Pull out
injured-
the shard.
Injured your beans.
Not my toe beans.
Patience is a virtue.
Okay. It's not a big deal. I keep going. Another athletics? Or just okay. Are you shitting me? 6. 8.
8.
What are these rolls?
You're moving pretty slowly because of what just happened, but you're being more careful this time. You're moving. What's your fly speed?
Same as my walk speed, 30.
30. And that's per 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you about a good little while. 10 minutes?
It's 100.
It takes you about 22, 23 minutes get towards the summit. You don't fly all the way up there because you're sort of wary about the red glow and orange light, I assume.
Yeah.
It also took you a little bit longer because you're concentrating on the levitation.
Yeah. And kind of coming at a weird angle.
Yeah, true. So you finding a spot to set them down?
Yeah, just for the time being, as close to the top as I can. But I want to make sure that because there's 3 of them, so enough room for all of them to stand comfortably, and taking into account that we're gonna have to set up with more people.
How long does levitate last?
An hour.
An hour. All right. So you find a piece that's sort of it juts out from the side, but it doesn't look very super stable, but it's the best thing that you can see to land on in this area. So you set them down, and I assume keep your concentration on the shield.
Yep.
And then head back down. Blair and Ivan agree to wait patiently.
Alright. I guess thinking about time, if I do a fair dive down, I guess that would save a fair.
Would save you a
I'm
lot
gonna
of time.
practice my dive mechanics, and I'm gonna just wall up,
Holy
just to see what it feels like.
All right.
Because fuck, I'm about 700 feet up in the air at this point.
Gosh.
770.
Y'all are almost to the summit already?
Before I dive down, though, I just want to take in the fucking
You see
the island like I've never seen
the
before.
entirety of the island before you. You see the section of the island that is sort of the edge of the woods is stopped neatly in 4 lines that sort of mark the perimeter of your parents' house. It's a large area. Then you can see
Spits in
the
that
coast
direction.
wrapping around. Quite a few birds sort of in the area over the woods. You can see a bunch of them landing down. The morning sunlight hitting the water and glaring up back into your eyes, shimmering off of the ocean. And it's a beautiful tropical landscape. It's incredible.
Well, yeah, like I said, after I just take it in and just deep sigh, I want to grab the handles of Rockshot's shield, still, of course, levitate on it, but then just let my wings go and let the weight of the shield just like a lawn dart. But I'm keeping focus on levitate, so as soon as I get,
I'll allow it. So you
Or
fly
first
out
parachute.
horizontally so that you don't immediately
Right.
hit the cliff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys sort of stop for a second and then hear this low whistle. Can't really tell what it is. Start looking up and you see the tiny outline of your shield just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the whistle is getting louder. You guys see Mondo's hair is going straight up and his eyes are kind of peeled back from his cheeks.
I'm doing the, how you doing back there, R2?
Woo! Oh my gosh. I move out of the lake, looks like he's about to crash.
Right, I definitely don't fucking asteroid into the ground, as cool as that would look.
I mean, it'd be very red.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I lower
come
the
on then,
shield,
hop there!
just kind of floof to the ground, and I'm like, I look at Rockshot and look at the shield. Well, we're gonna try this.
Rockshot is winded and hurt. Yes, we're gonna try this. I wave it, rattle, get on it like a kitty ride.
Is she leaving blood wherever she walks, just like a little puddle?
It's her
Oh,
front, yeah.
I thought it was the bottom paw.
No, I'm okay.
Good.
But I'm just gonna sit on it this way. And sit on it that way.
Man, I know it's getting cold, but really, y'all,
Who's all out there?
wintry a little bit. I know you're just gonna pee on everything. Can't fool me. Come on, Winry.
Can't trust this kitty cat.
Winry.
Winifred. Can't trust you either. But
I hate
you're better
shutting
than-
the door on him a little bit, but if he didn't, it's literally every
Right.
single time he comes in. I can't do it.
And he's
Right.
anyway. I guess I'm gonna try and get the fetal position.
I look
This
at
on the shield.
Rattle and then in like a flashback to like the first couple days, Mondo and Rattle. Well, no, after the boat, first couple days, and I'll look at them. So, do you want to fly? Back to a long time ago when he first got levitate.
Rattle gets on the shield as fast as he can.
And just
Okay.
the same, just take off, keeping them
Nice.
right level with me.
Roll concentration check.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, please don't drop us.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Okay, concentration. So that's a 22.
Woo!
Nice. You're super vigilant. You know, Mondo's incredibly thoughtful and caring of his friends, so
Aw.
he maintains concentration as much as he can, sort of going on autopilot for the fly up, having done it before. Takes another 20, 22, 23 minutes until you get up to the slate that Blair and Ivan are perched on. Berg's sort of grumbling up against your chest. Don't be up here this long, stupid. And everybody's landed in safe.
So how close are we to the summit now?
About 100 feet. Well, no, about 50 feet.
I just look at our relatively stable ground. Is the ledge that we're on, is it handling our weight? Because you said something about not many more people being able to stand on it.
I mean, I said it looked relatively unstable,
Okay.
but so does just about everything on this side. Where you guys are at, it is steep.
Okay. In that case, I get my shield back on, and then I gesture for Ivan and Berg to get on my back, and I'm gonna try and climb to the top.
Okay. Berg is still strapped to Mondo's chest.
Oh,
So I think he's.
give me the give me the Berg swaddle. He'll
Okay.
enjoy it on me better. You know he will.
Look down at Berg.
I will.
I don't know, Berg. You seem very comfortable. I undo it and I hand over the baby.
Stop passing me like that.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. And then I tie him to me like that. I'm sorry, and I look down at it. I'm sorry if I accidentally hit your head on the rock. Just stay close, and I just like put his head into my breast, into my fur.
Kind of.
Your breastplate.
No.
Or wearing armor.
Well, not my breastplate, but like the furry part that like is separated. Just yeah. I just like in like the nape right here.
All right.
Yield, mate.
Yield nape.
I kind of look at Rock Shadow. What exactly are you planning to do?
I'm going to climb. I'm gonna try and climb.
See, we have to be careful about that. See, if it was just a thing of us getting up here, I would have just taken them all the way to the top. We have to be very vigilant about that glowing.
Yeah. But
Also, do we know what side? Like, is the glowing thing like just hovering above it perfectly? Can we see it from our location?
You guys, that morning, whenever you saw it on the way there, you guys were sort of keeping your eye on it, but in the midst of all the conversation, everybody, making eye contact and such, you sort of didn't get to keep its location. You can't see it from where you're at now, and you haven't seen it for about the last hour and a half or so.
Well, whatever you think. You think we should just go up there? I mean, we can't.
I think
just
we should just go up there and take our chances. We've made it this far. Let's just try to get to the top.
Sure.
Okay, so
Sure.
I'm using my boots of haste because it'll give a +2 AC to Berg and Ivan.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
That was my battle. That was Rockshot's battle cry to get up the hill. And then I'm just gonna jump.
All right.
Con.
I need you to make a strength check.
Strength check. +2. How do I be with me? 7. She didn't like that I took that ayahuasca.
So you had
7.
Rattlenberg?
No, I had Berg and Ivan.
Oh, okay. So you start making your way over to the edge of the slate attached to the mountain,
Yeah.
volcano, whatever. And you dig your claws in. You sort of start to take a step with your foot and climb up, but your claws scrape down, and you're back on the slate.
It's gonna be a little more difficult than I thought.
Yeah, this is not the best climbing.
I don't think I have anything. Nothing except unless you can do that fancy trick again, Mondo, with your levitation. I don't see myself getting anyone else up here besides
Side
myself.
note, up here it's hot. It's like 99 degrees where you guys are at.
Sweltering.
The heat is it's affecting my ability to climb. My balls are sweaty.
Knees weak, balls are sweaty. Well, I can do that trick again, sure. I'm going to have to do it over again. There's a little bit of time left, not enough time for me to trust.
Okay.
So I guess I'll,
Well, it lasts for an hour.
right.
At most, it was 23 minutes, both trips.
Mm-hmm.
And then that little bit of time it took for you to fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
You got, 9 minutes left?
Maybe enough to get one group up, but I
I
mean,
mean, it's 50 feet.
oh,
It would take you like 12 seconds to fly one group up and then go back and get the other group.
Okay.
It's 24
Yeah.
seconds.
you guys jump on? Same.
Am I on top of?
Oh, that's a good point. So she's on it, but she still has Berg and Ivan on the. That doesn't exceed the weight.
That's right. If it's on her back, then she's attached to it, and it doesn't exceed the weight limit with them. So
Yeah.
technically, if Rockshot is wearing the shield, it has two people on it, then Rattle could just grab a hold of Rockshot and Rockshot could pull her.
Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. I'm going to.
Oh, geez, you guys. What about Blair? Can't leave
Oh
Blair on the
yeah,
side of
that's
the mountain.
true.
What about your? Have your brother straddle you on the front like this.
Oh dear. Oh, dearest brother.
Are we already getting Rule 30 forward?
No.
All right.
Not elf
Okay,
bros.
Rav. Okay, Rav.
Definitely a rap, for sure. I'm gonna. God, I don't know if I'm strong enough, but brother, you know, fuck it.
Do it. And I give them like words of inspiration, like, you two have been waiting for this moment for a century. You can do it. I believe in the both of you, but mostly you, Mondo.
I take that into consideration. I already knew that. The me being the favorite of my brother, of course. Let me do this dreaded strength
Strange.
check.
Mondo, 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 Mondo.
13.
Oh.
13. Grab your brother's hand, sort of looks at you. Please don't fucking kill me. Your wings flap hard, gain a little ground, your feet come up off the ground, you're gaining height. You're working hard, but you're doing it. You manage to get him up off of the ground and crest over the summit of the volcano.
Fuck yeah!
Welcome to the highest point on the island.
Whoever. Whoa. This looks crazy.
utter awe. Like, as soon as that little crest of being able to see the inside of it, Mondo's just blind-eyed, freaking wide-eyed. It's beautiful. And I kind of turned to the side so my brother can see, because I know he's scared shitless.
The level of heat coming up out of the massive crater at the top of this volcano is immense, and you know how like heat waves sort of disorient light, and it's sort of refracting the light and making it a little more difficult to see inside. But in the bottom, you do see just a pool of magma in the bottom. Roll perception.
Should we wait until after they break?
Nope.
Dang
This
it.
is pre-break.
Do I also roll perception?
Yep, we're all on the shield.
We'll roll for Ivan and Berg as well. One second, I'm sorry, guys.
I think Blair's in too much shock right now to be perceptive.
He's just taking it
Yeah.
all in. They can't really see too much of anything because they've got their arms up over their eyes, bracing themselves against the immense heat. It is now about 109.
Oh,
My armor.
Yeah, you got it. It's sweltering, but there's a good bit of distance between the summit and where the pool of magma is.
Woo.
What everybody get for perception?
I got a 14.
I got a 13.
13.
15.
15. Okay, all three of you see a relatively large, dark shadow. You can't really make the shape out,
Right.
but it is beneath the lava.
Oh.
Beneath the lava.
Yeah, there's like, bubbles of magma coming
Yeah.
up and bursting and everything, but in this specific spot, there's nothing coming up out of the magma. There's just the shadow beneath it.
Is it
You can
like,
tell with the way that the magma is sort of swelled in that spot, something's under there.
kind of like if you were up in a helicopter or something looking down onto like a shark or a whale that's swimming kind of close to the
Mhm.
surface? Oh, dear.
Do we see that bright thing anywhere nearby?
No, but you all hear something.
Mm.
Hey! Who are you?
Huh?
And I'll immediately look at Blair. And I'm like, old man?
You turn and you see a young
Oh.
woman
That's a young woman's voice.
with bright orange skin and flames coming off of her body with red flowing hair that seems as though it's flame. And that's